For the first time in 96 years, the United States has won 2 matches in a World Cup. Because of that, they have absolutely nothing to play for tonight in what should be an interesting match against the Turkey side that has disappointed this World Cup after not being able to get past anything on a 10-man Paraguay team last time out. They could not get anything past them. Dylaner with 10 joules. Appreciate you a ton on that one. Let me get you on. So as a result of that, that match means absolutely nothing. Just have here. Nice. Yep, Boston Server Universe. Yep. We should have a game on the main stream. I have USA on the main screen. Gonna have both these games taking place at the same time. Calling them both. And here we go. USA playing the reserves. Turkey making a lot of changes as well. USA, 9 of the 11 players from the last time out are different. Starting lineup for both sides. We're going to start off with the home nation, the United States. Turner against the start in net. In the back, it is a 4-2-3-1 with Mark McKenzie, Miles Robinson, Trusty, Scally, McKinney, Berhalter, Aronson, Reyna, Wea, and Pepe. So again, 9 changes made. No Pulisic, no one on a yellow card, no Tim Ream. Everything is different. USA in the blues going right to left. Turkey in the whites going left to right for Turkey. It's a 4-2-3-1. Checker in net. In the back, Almala, Bardakcha. You have Kabak and you have Çelik. In the midfield, you have Kachu. You have Erzcan. And then you have Ildiz. You have Güler. You have Oz. And then up top as the striker, Ilmaz. As for Paraguay, Turkey. Paraguay is in the reds going left to right. Australia in the yellows going right to left. Yeah, no Horns. Well, I think the Horns are in a good spot. How's it going, Lucas? Appreciate you being here. I think Reed's a very good player. Gives him help down low. And I really, really like
the trade for the Hornets. He got a lot of draft picks as a result. Corner kick for the USA to start on the right flag. We get Stuart holding the call. Yep. Yeah, they're always going to be on the call for USA. Corner from the right side here. Bearhalter to take. Into the box. Near post. Flick back into the 6. Chance there. Bardaxer tries to clear. Cannot. The putback saved and then cleared behind for another corner. A good set piece there. Elmala cleared at the very last moment for the Turks. See the live table at your screen. It was a poor clearance by Turkey. And it fell right back to Trusty, who got it on target. A good save there by Checker. As for Paraguay, they're playing a 5-4-1. That match matters for second place. Australia win or draw, they are in second place. Paraguay must win the match or draw to clinch a spot in the next round. Same thing for Australia. Win or draw clinches a spot. Loss, you need some help. Corner from the left side here for the USA. Bearhalter to take. Yaskali needs Australia win. Knowing the football gods, it's not going to happen. It's going to be a draw. Shot it for the near post. That one in! What a set piece for the USA! Trusty! Trusty with a goal! Trusty with a goal off a set piece! A well-worked ball in from the left corner flag, and it finds Trusty on the far post. And not even 2 minutes in, the USA, their B team, already up 1-0. The B team already up 1-0. What a start for the Americans. Maybe JP, yeah, we'll see. We'll see on that. We'll see. Depends how it's going. Depends how it's going. Meanwhile, starting lineup in the Paraguay-Turkey match for Paraguay, 5-3-2, as I was saying. Maidana, Alderete, Gomez, Velázquez, and Cáceres in the back. Heel, your starting keeper as always. And Cio, Cubas, and Gomez. Diego Gomez in the midfield. Then in Cio, and up top, Avalos. Again, Alberon on a red card suspension. As for Australia, it's a 3-4-2-1. Harrington, Sutar, and Chirkati. In the back, you have Bajic, Irvine, O'Neill, and Boston. In the midfield, Metcalf, Volpato, and Iracunda. So that's your starting lineup for the Aussies. Crossing for the Aussies, the shot from the right side. That one saved. And USA has never won 3 in a World Cup match. Americans are coming. I think LaMelo Troy was Minnesota. I love it. I think Minnesota, Nasreed's a great player. They need help down low. LaMelo Ball, they got good guards. They got very good guards that can slot in right away for the Hornets. And they got a lot of draft picks. I like that trade a lot for both sides. You trust you, stress. You have so much for Turkey win the match 10-0. Yep. Corner for Australia on the right side. Again, we're focused on both matches here. Australia going right to left. Corner from the right flag for Volpato. Volpato to take the corner for the Aussies on the right side. The referee will pull the play back. Meanwhile, chance for Turkey as he's dispossessed off the ball. A corner on the right flag. Yeah, Pixomaria, that's the wrong lesson to learn. Chemistry matters, but Pixomaria is the wrong lesson to learn. Corner from the right flag. This one goes into the box, headed away by Paraguay. And Paraguay defense, very good last match against Turkey. Down to 10 men for the entire second half, and they held strong. And appreciate all you guys being here. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out on the channel. You see the live table as things standing, and Turkey already eliminated. USA has clinched the group, regardless of what happens here tonight. That's why they're playing a backup lineup. Now that's been an issue for the USA so far. They look awfully, awfully good off that set-piece goal. And the only match of any significance right now is the match involving Paraguay and Australia. Australia threw ball down the right side, cleared away by Paraguay. And Australia going right to left, Paraguay left to right. Yakantra's on the call. Boo. I'm not surprised. Not surprised, though. Now, Turkey on the right side, pushed from behind. They want a foul. Not going to get it. It's a great challenge there for the USA. Challenge won by Bearhalter, and Bearhalter looks to feed it down the left side. It's a good ball, finds way, goes back to midfield, chance to switch the player for the USA, Aronson. Aronson in the attacking third. Aronson gives it off on the overlap on the right side. The chance back to Aronson. They play back to him. It's a bit behind him. I should have gone for goal there from that angle on the right side. It probably seems so far. Yep. Kobe Jones scored the goal. Bit far back on that pass to the top of the box. Should have just shot that one. Meanwhile, Paraguay will play it out the back here. They'll go to midfield. It's a poor ball there, and reading it all the way for the Aussies is Chirkati. Chirkati then dispossessed back to Paraguay in midfield, and the Australians finally get it back here. Free kick here. Thoughts on the Clippers pick who chose Auburn to the Clippers? I think that shouldn't be allowed. I mean, if he wants to stay in college, that's one thing, but you shouldn't be allowed to stash picks. Fact, Johnster, they're so far apart. They are so far apart. You have this one shown in Australia. Yep, they're always going to show USA on Fox. Yep. They're always going to show him on Fox. Stafford passed one for best quarterback in Rams history. He's up there. Not yet. One more year he will. But yeah, they're so far apart, Johnster. They're not negotiating good faith at all. They're not negotiating good faith in the slightest bit. Free kick for Paraguay from 35 yards down the left side in the attacking third. So USA will play out of the back here. They'll go short off the free kick. Cases, he'll now whip across it on the left side. It's a good ball, but cleared away. Beach jumps it and gets the save on the cross. He'll do a long throw down the right side. It's a good throw. Gets across midfield. What arm strength there. The throw gets across midfield. Played to Australia on the right side here. Trying to cut back inside. We'll go back to midfield, and Australia will work it out the back. Meanwhile, Turkey on the left side in the attacking third. Almala, he'll go back to midfield on the left side. Australia back on her way there. Harrington gives it off. He'll feed it left side. Turkey, long through ball in. Header away by Miles Robinson. And looking to clear to Scally. Scally pushed from behind by Yilmaz, and it should be a free kick for the USA, and it will be. A 1-eye-4 here, pinching against Chapman. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Australia work out the back. USA have a free kick in their own half again. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps out on the channel. Australia left side, Metcalf. Metcalf in the attacking third. He'll play a ball down the left side. It goes for Bajic. Back to Metcalf, and now they'll go back to midfield on the left side. Australia going right to left. Paraguay left to right. Harrington. Back to Metcalf. Bajic on the left side. Bajic. So USA goes long off the free kick. Irvine. He'll switch to play the right side in midfield. Yeah, today was release day. Yes, it was. Yeah, no 27 season. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. They're so far apart. They're so far apart. Get around his man. Australia trying to whip a cross in. Challenge there. They'll win a corner out of it. Good challenge there to stop the crossover Paraguay from Galarza, I should say. Galarza on that one, but corner taken. Volpato to take on the right side for the Aussies. So Volpato trying to get that cross in. Yeah, it should be good, JP, for you guys. Should be good for you guys. So corner here on the right side. Volpato to take the corner. USA draws a free kick meanwhile. After the foul there committed on Reyna. Corner Reyna goes very much to the far post. A lot of height on that one and a lot of distance. Not a great ball. Paraguay able to head that one away. I'll go back to Paraguay. Lockup possible 2026. Well, they're not going to have it in 26. But 27 very much possible. I think it's more likely than not. More likely than not. All good, Ribeiro. Yep, they're always going to be on Fox. Turkey, meanwhile, counterattack down the right side. Trying to get across and no space there for Yildiz. So go back right side. It's a poor ball, though, on the right side. Go back for a USA throw. Chemistry not there. Australia in the attacking third off the throw-in. Paraguay looks to clear. Can't do it. Stays with Australia down the left side. It's Bajic. Plays it down the left side. Wins a throw-in on the left after the clearance by Paraguay. By Cases. So throw-in left side. Bajic. Again, USA nothing to play for. First time in 96 years they've won 2 matches in a World Cup. It's probably the first and only time they ever have nothing to play for in a World Cup match. Back to Australia. Off the throw-in shot. Well wide. O'Neal had to go at it. One touch. Well over the bar. Yeah, the season will finish. Yeah. All good, JP. Yep. Right, Stafford repeats. If I change my mind. Yeah. No, Warner right now is still the best quarterback in Rams history. Well, full 28. No, by that point, too much money will be lost. By that point, we got to have the full 28 season. Too much money will be lost at that point. Turkey on the right side as we have a goal kick for Paraguay. Turkey back to midfield on the right. Celik. Celik goes right side. Gouler at midfield. Gouler plays the ball down the right. O's back to Gouler. It's a good ball. Tries to cut inside. It's a great ball, actually. Down the right side. Cuts back inside. Gouler. Gouler open. And the shot finds the back of the net. Turkey equalizes 1-1. It's a good work attack there. Gouler on that one. USA cooking not so much anymore. Gouler with the goal for the Turks. Their first of the tournament. And it's 1-1. So much for that, Jackson. Yep. So much for that. It's a great ball work from the right side. They center it. They get around with ease. Get around Mark McKenzie with ease. Then the cross inside by Bardakcia finds Gouler. And it's a one-on-one situation with Turner. And, well, Gouler wins that one easily. June 2028. Oh, that's a late time. That's a late time. Goal for Turkey. Tie game. Again, 9 of the 11 players for the USA different, including the keeper. Yeah, again, this is a nothing burger. This game is a nothing burger. I just want no one getting hurt. This game is the least worried I've ever been about a USA game in my life. We're not winning the World Cup. I am not win the round of 32. Yeah, this game does not. Again, this is a whole different defense. No one's gonna be on the same page today. We'll see if Pulisic gets on later. Just give us see if he gets a run in. But no one on a yellow. Tim Ream not playing. Yeah. Well, it's not they're not trying. USA, they're trying out there. It's just the backups who have no chemistry with each other. But all these guys want to prove something. Yeah, they were supposed to be calling. Yes, they were. 500 billion. I don't know about that. Like, they're trying. It's not like they're giving half effort. These guys want to win. Because these guys don't play. These guys do not play. Never heard of Marina Mabry until tonight. Neither have I, apparently. So that's the first time hearing of that. Australia, meanwhile, in the attacking third. Support turn off the throne. Paraguay wins a throw in their own third. Turkey cheated. Turkey, work out the back here. Yo, right now that's happening in the Paraguay game. Long throw here for Paraguay. Back to midfield. Cleared away by Australia. Back to Paraguay in their own half. Yeah, nothing's happened so far in that one. Back in midfield it goes for the Aussies. Yeah, no, yep. It's my usual point when coming to be down right. Yep. Yeah, Turkey was supposed to be solid. They just have not scored for whatever reason. Beat the Yankees? Wow. I did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. Why is Turkey cheating? Yeah, man, a yellow hat and suit from Savannah looking at his chops with like a long lockout. Oh, man. Yeah, Banana Ball's going to explode, if it hasn't already. USA down the right side here as Paraguay playing on the back. Down the right side here for the USA, McKinney. McKinney trying to get around his man. McKinney cuts back inside. McKinney, it's a good run. McKinney back to the top of the box. Chance here, the shot blocked. Stays though with Aronson. Aronson shot saved. Aronson, the first shot blocked. Oh, 53? No way. Wow. Well, that is crazy, Aganator. Wow. More like US a bit hip. Well, Aronson, first shot blocked by Bardaccia. The second one right at the keeper. Should have a certain nation that's fine. Well, here's the thing, Jersey. This game means nothing. So USA, here's the thing. I would be losing my mind if this game meant something. This game means jack for the USA. Literally, they're in. They've clinched first. Believe me. I will 100% be on the USA bet. Look, I have an Anthony Robinson jersey on right now. Like, I am 100% going USA. Like, I'm going to be losing. I've been a USA fan my whole life. I'm going to be losing my mind on Wednesday night against Bosnia. Be losing my mind. Can we have the Carlson Bell team with thought to play for? Oh. But don't worry, this game, it's like a preseason game. This game is like watching a preseason game. It literally means nothing. So don't worry, Jersey. Wednesday night, I'm going to be losing my mind. Turkey play on the back. Paraguay try to go down the left side here. Paraguay at midfield. It goes back to midfield. It's a poor back pass, so back to Australia. They'll try to start a counterattack. Iracunda taken down from behind. No call. Paraguay get it back in midfield on the left side. It's Turkey out the back on the left side as well. Yeah, there you go, James. Yep. Yeah, MLS picked the wrong year. I think they did. Yep. They might have picked the wrong year to do it. Especially should have done this year during the World Cup. It's a good 1-2 for the USA, meanwhile. Down the right side. Who's Aronson. Gives himself right side. Scally. Trying to get around Amala. Cross into the box. Way too much on that one. Headed behind, though, by Turkey. Out for USA throw on the left side. You know, you're good jersey on that one. Yeah. Believe me. I'm all on, like, you should see my reaction when the USA scored the earlier matches. Like, this game literally means jack. If this meant something, different story. But, yeah, it's like a Week 18 game with Division C rack up. Yep. Crossing by Paraguay. That one takes a deflection. Did it go out of play? Well, I thought it went out of play for Paraguay. No, US win doesn't change anything. Bosnia's locked in. So it's not like you can rank the first place teams or whatnot. If it was, different story, but I'm going to say that ball never went out of play. So back to midfield it goes in the Paraguay-Australia game. USA on the left side, working out the midfield. Bearhalter fakes the switch, back to Reyna. Iracunda went down, free kick for the Aussies at midfield. Poor cross in by the USA. Turkey get it back at midfield. They'll play the advantage down the left side. Go out there by O's. And headed away looking for Ilmaz. Back to the USA. Meanwhile, Australia in the attack, and they're down the right side. Dispossessed. Gets it back, though, on the right side. Pass a bit far behind his man. Looking for Volpato, I believe. And Paraguay will clear. If we make the final, I don't know. I might throw a watch party for that. If we make the final, I might throw a watch party. I'm not sure. Yeah, Banana Ball, yeah, they're investing a lot in the product. The production, they've increased the production like crazy. Oh, yeah. No, I follow him. I love Jesse Cole. I love his story. He's a good guy. Australia thrown in the attacking half on the right side. As USA go down the left side in the attacking half. Way in the attacking third. Way goes back to midfield on the left side for Trusty. Trusty working around the back now. McKinney back to Trusty. So Australia will work out the back here. Yeah, it's going to be Super Bowl number ratings. Yeah, it's going to be at least 80 million. Yeah, I'm doing this from... Yeah, this is a green screen. This is not real. Yeah, they'd be 80 million. They'd be 80 million. Would it be Super Bowl just because it's Sunday during the summertime in the afternoon? But it'd be pretty high. Well, good through ball for the USA. Flag stays down. Pepe on the right side edge of the box. Pepe goes back to the top of the box. He finds Berhalter. Berhalter to the top for Reyna. Reyna, left side edge of the box for Timothy Weah. Too much on that pass. Trying to keep it in play. Cannot. And these are the passes that you don't expect the USA to hit. These guys don't have a lot of chemistry with each other. It would be hilarious sports stuff. The final would be Sunday, I think like the 18th. Something like that. No, I've never seen an NFL game in my life. No, I'm faking it the whole time. Yeah, Paraguay loses by 1 to be tied with Scotland. Who is the advantage? Scotland has only scored 1 goal. Paraguay scored 2, so Paraguay has the advantage. Paraguay has the advantage. If they're tied on goal difference, Paraguay has the advantage. Australia has an advantage as well. Fair play advantage, yeah, but not... Yeah, they would have that because of the red card, but we don't have the goal advantage. USA in the attacking third, they'll go back to midfield. Stop it here in the Paraguay-Australia game. Paraguay free kick at midfield. USA, meanwhile, working out the back on the right side. McKinney gives it off right side. Reyna backing away in the Paraguay game off the free kick. Paraguay going left to right. Why can't it be prime time? Because Europe, it would screw over everyone in Europe. I get that. I completely get that. Screw everyone in Europe. Paraguay right side, playing a 1-2 down the right. Goes right back for Casas. Casas tries to play his man Diego Gomez on the right side. Cleared away by the Aussies back at midfield. Yeah, Nats, their bullpen sucks. The Nats bullpen, they're fun to watch because they hit home runs, but they have no bullpen. It's just, it's so funny. Well, foul here on a shove from behind. Studs up challenge there for Berhalter. He'll be on a yellow. You figure he's going to come out in the second half. You don't want him getting suspended. So jersey, Anthony Robinson, Jedi, number 5, who is not playing today because he's on a yellow. And he's a starter. But Anthony Robinson, Fulham looked great as well. Great player with Fulham. It's 2 for the price of 1, basically. Australia down the right side here. Cross into the box. That one, a lot of pace, and it cleared away for the moment there by Alderete. Now Paraguay looks to clear the get across midfield on the left side. Again, Paraguay going left to right. Dispossessed there in the midfield. Australia get it back. They'll go into the attacking third. It's a good run down the right side here. Edge of the box. Chance for the Aussies to whip one in that cross. It's blocked, and it will go behind for a corner. Yeah, let's go, Kenneth. Yep, let's go Team USA. Yep. Again, I'm not too worried about this game. Whatever happens today happens. Just don't want anyone getting injured or suspended. That's all I want. Doesn't matter. Right now, USA, I mean, they're in as the number 1 seed of the group, so nothing there. Corner for the Aussies on the right side. That's where we hold Jags jersey. Yes, it is. You have 2 subs after halftime. Yep. We had to endure 5 a.m. Olympics. That is true. Yeah, but the Europeans would never go for a final that takes place overnight. They would lose so many ratings, too. They lose so much ratings. The TV networks wouldn't go for it. Corner for the right side for the Aussies. They'll whip it into the box, going along to the near post, easily headed away by Paraguay. Back to Australia at midfield. As Paraguay work out the back off the free kick. Australia, left side in the attacking third. They'll switch the play, go down the right side. It's a long ball, way too much pace on that one. Looking down the right there for Irvine. We'll go out for a Paraguay goal kick. Again, a Paraguay draw against Australia. Paraguay is in as a third-place team. The Aussies are in as well. That's the second-place team. Which, as in said, will be Iran. It could be Belgium when all is said and done. It's not a bad crossover group by any means to face. Australia in their own half as Paraguay wins, or Turkey, I should say, wins a free kick from about 35 yards down on the right side. Chance to whip one in here. Paraguay wins a throw in the attacking third on the right side. Why is Weston McKennie playing? Injury to Roldan. That's why. Also, that's not Weston McKennie. That's Mark McKenzie. Wait. I mean, McKennie, yes, because of Roldan. Roldan's injury. Free kick out of play. If Roldan was healthy, he would have played. But because Roldan is hurt, you can't really do anything. Paraguay, edge of the box, left side. Looking for space here. Trying to get around his man. They'll win Australia wins a throw-in, so good defense there by Boss down on that right side. You gotta get Chapman. Yep, I think that's a great move for the Nats if they get Chapman. Turkey at midfield. Australia back in their own half. Still nothing there. A draw would be good for both sides, but better for the Aussies because they have the tiebreaker based on goal difference. Turkey run down the right side. Chance to get across the edge of the box. They go right side here. It's Gouler. Gouler, he'll try across that one. Block back to the USA. Pepe trying to start a counterattack. The pass behind his man. The work of the back instead. Play a long ball down the left side and just right back to the keeper checker for Turkey. Australia on the left side out the back here. At midfield now, Metcalf. Go back to his center back. They'll play out the back. And a Fight Club cutaway, yep. Sutar. Long ball down the right side. Has space here. Header won by Paraguay, though. Chest it down off the header. Back to Australia. Top of the box. Chance here. Metcalf. Metcalf fires. Blocked. About 25 yards away. Back to Australia, though. Harrington on the left side goes back to his center back, Sutar. Sutar, right side, Cherkati. Cherkati gives it off in the midfield circle. Irvine. O'Neal switching the play left side. Hydration break in the USA game. 1-1 there. USA scored 2 minutes in off a set piece. Turkey got one right back. Their first goal of this World Cup. Now down the left side, Australia. On the left here for the Aussies, Sutar. Sutar trying to get around his man. Taken off the ball from behind by Casas. Casas looks to clear. Was last touched by Metcalf. Should be a Paraguay throw. And it will be as we go to the hydration break there. In the 23rd minute. So both games at hydration break here. U.S. wins. Draw means nothing. Nope. It doesn't matter what the USA does. Win or draw does not matter. High score offense in baseball. Yeah, they get quality pitching. They're a playoff team. Yeah. They had a lot of home runs. They had a lot of homers. We got a donation here. We got name's Poppy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the donation earlier from you. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Press that for 10 joules. Appreciate you. You want to get rid of player props? Yep. I'm not surprised by that. I mean, they limited it earlier to $200 for certain things. You know, Derby and Charlotte, I think it's a good matchup for you guys. U.S. performance so far? I mean, leaky out the back, miscommunication in the mid. The passes aren't that tight. I mean, right now I'll give it a C. It's a C. It's not very tight, not very cohesive. Maybe a C-. But, again, I mean, this game, as long as no one gets hurt or gets suspended. Derby gets Wolves, so that's a good matchup. That's a good one. Well, the Nats should be buyers. The Nats should be buyers. The Mets get swept in 4 by the Cubs. Yeah. The wild card race in the NL. Yeah, the Cubs sweep. The Padres do their thing. I mean, my God. Meanwhile, this stream brought to you by Prize Picks. Use my code HMA. Play $5. Get 50 instantly. Tomorrow, Mbappe plays. I think he scores against Norway. And Muslera plays. I think he sucks. He sucked against Cabo Verde. I think he'll suck against Spain. 8 goalie score. I'm going to take less than that for fantasy. So use that code HMA. $20 to win 60 on that one. Use my code HMA. Play 5. Get 50 instantly. Special thanks to Prize Picks. And again, rate game as well. Rate game, make sure to rate all the games on the rate game app, completely free to use. Only World Series in was 1986. For Kalshi, I don't know what Kalshi does. At this point, I don't even know what Kalshi's strategy is. Soccer team to the group stage challenge. I'm the only kid to pick Iran to top group G. Ooh, you're in a good spot then. In a good spot. Oh, that's a good one, JP. Yeah, then boxing. Yep, Preston. Okay. You were struggling against the backup line of Mr. Goat. This match means absolutely nothing. I cannot stress enough. This match for the USA means jack. They have changed 9 of the 11 starters. It means nothing. Need to wake up this. No, it's not bad. Again, this is the B team who has not had a line between the two matchups. Well, I have on the scoreboard. But it's not a bad idea. You think, because vertical instead of horizontal. That makes sense. They have RFK, yep, and I've told them to shove it every time. It's actually not a bad idea. Hang on. Let me do that. It's going to look very weird for a second. Give me a moment here. It's going to look very weird for a brief moment. No, that's... No. Okay, I'll have to get a vertical, horizontal line at some point. I'll have to get an asset for that. Steeler Chick, thumbs up for 10 joules. Appreciate you, man. In the Mets, yeah, the errors were atrocious. Back and away in both matches, by the way. Yeah, curse numbers. Yep, you're not getting. Paraguay throwing in their defensive third. They'll head it back to midfield, won by the Aussies. Can they switch the plate on the right side? Some space to switch. Metcalf passes behind his man, though. So they'll just go back to center. And go back to the keeper here, Beach. Yeah, I'll have to get like a line asset and do that. So that's a good... I didn't even realize that. That's a good point. Australia. Cross midfield. Can they switch it down the left? It's a through ball down the left side. Good ball for the Aussies. Chance for Metcalf here. Metcalf in the attacking third edge of the box, left side. Metcalf trying for a run. Gets around one, but a heavy touch. Dispossessed. Gets it back though on the left side. Is O'Neal. So Metcalf goes down. Throw in here. Final score of the USA game? I think 2-2. I think 2-2 at this point. While USA at midfield. So a stoppage here for the Metcalf injury. And for that heavy touch, taking off the ball there by Kubas. And McGray screen. Yeah, I have to get an asset for that. USA switching the play right to left, meanwhile, on the left side. First touch, good job there by Weah. Gets it down, trying to get a run, but can't get around O's. Good job there by O's, winning that challenge. Turkey gets it back in their own half. They'll play it to midfield. That pass takes a deflection. We have an injury stoppage here in the Australia game. Metcalf's still down. So I'll just focus on the USA. Yeah, goalie, yeah, well I'm just glad Turner gets to play. I would RFK. For that one, I would. For that one, I would do it. I got full for split seconds. I wasn't watching the game. Oh, man. Okay, wait. Let me get a vertical line set. Hey, let's try that. So I got to stop it here. So we can Brady's Birmingham? All right. Clock and mill move Turkey. Well, I can't move the... It would look kind of weird if I moved the clock. So I thought about that. I did think about moving the clock to the center. Problem is that looks off balance. All right, there we go. That's more like it. Yeah, that's more like it. That actually looks a lot better. Corner for the USA on the right side. We're still dealing with the Metcalf injury, although give us a thumbs up. He should be good to go. Corner from the right side. Last time they had a corner kick, they scored a goal off it. Right, it's a huge drop-off. Yes, it's a big drop-off. There's not a lot of depth on this team. You know, the Nats, they did a rebuild. Their rebuild was right. They did the rebuild right. Corner on the right side. Into the top of the box. Header won by the USA. It's Miles Robinson. The shot saved. The putback was the offside. The flag for the moment now goes up. Mark McKenzie flag up for offside. It's a good corner kick there. The initial header won by the USA. But Mark McKenzie well offside on the putback, as was Pepe on the second shot. So double offside there. Both guys that touched it were offside. That's coming back. Not a bad set piece, though. USA working into the box. Doing very well on these set piece opportunities. Turkey free kick. Paraguay plays at the back as well. Paraguay going left to right. Australia right to left. Rigged. No, that was very obvious. Velázquez. Long ball down the right side for Paraguay. Getting into the attacking half. Header won by Paraguay, but then cleared by the Aussies for a throw for Paraguay on the right side. Yeah, with Soto, yeah, but they wouldn't have this rebuild without him. They got the pieces from the Soto trade. Everything stems back to that. They won't have the money otherwise. Be fun hypothetical, though. Turkey in the attacking third on the left side, trying to get around the left on Mark McKenzie. Play top of the box, a good 1-2 down the left side, chance for a cross, in the cross, and it finds the back of the net. Turkey takes the lead. Kachu on the cross. Gouler nets his second. And Turkey in front for the first time this World Cup. The U.S. defense is very leaky right now, which, again, not surprised. Because there's no depth on this team, especially in the defense. Again, none of the starting defenders for the USA are playing. I think that needs to be emphasized with this result. But a good cross in from Kachu on the left side, running down the left flank. Just no one marking him in the 6. It's poor. Poor defense there. No one marking him in the 6. Turkey trying to salvage something out of this World Cup. And Kachu gives Turkey their first lead of this tournament. Again, there is no universe Turkey can go in third to the head-to-head tiebreaker. Yeah, I was expecting this. Yes, I was expecting this. Can't let us have it at Turkey. Again, we know the defense is bad. We know that. We know they have no depth defensively. Turkey, another chance here. Long ball down the left side. If they can keep it in play, a good chance here for the Turks. Edge of the box on the left side. Looking for a ball. Through ball down the left side. Same spot. Can they got to cross in here? Back to the top of the box. Trying to play a 1-2. It's won by McKinney. And McKinney clears. Lucky goal for Turkey? No, it's not lucky. That's true, Schwartz. They could do that. Could have done that. They're getting past the defense far too easily, the Turks are. Yildiz, left side, trying to get around his man, trying to get around Scally. And Scally goes down, wins a free kick. Subs, please now. Now, this way just to let happen. You let them get chemistry with each other. Again, don't overreact to this one. This one literally means nothing. I'd be losing my mind if this was legit. This means absolutely nothing. On the left side here for Australia, the attacking third. On the left side, Bajic taking off the ball. It's going to be a free kick, though, for Australia, as Cases with the challenge. Need to investigate this yet. It was just shows, too, for Poch. Like, he's not going to experiment with the lineup. I do like that. This does show, okay, look. Poch won't experiment with the lineup for the next match. He's going to just leave the exact same starters. There's no reason to switch anything. It's a poor back pass for the USA. Trusty gives it away on the right side. Back to the top of the box. O's through ball. Too much for Yilmaz. Too much for Yilmaz, but almost a third for the Turks. Free kick for Australia on the left side. 35 yards away. Taking it for the Aussies, Volpato. Imagine watching this with no context. Yep, you question why they're in the tournament to begin with. Yep. Up top it goes. O'Neal. O'Neal cross into the box. There's no one there. Too much pace on that one. Trying to go down the right side. Goes behind for a Paraguay goal kick. Yeah, the back line's not been good now. Go the Aussies. How's it going, Sylvia? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, the subs are subpar by miles. Yes, they're putting the sub in subs. Yeah, for those wondering, this is what the USA looked like under Bearhalter. Under Bearhalter, this is exactly what every USA match was like. So, this takes me back, and not in a good way. Do this for the Sky Pippin. Australia, switching the play to the right side from left to right. It's a good switch there in the midfield. Down the right side go the Aussies. On the right side here, Boss. Tries to play cross, and it's blocked back to Australia, though the edge of the box on the right side. Flicked on, headed away by Paraguay once again. Australia gets it back. The top of the box cleared away by Turkey, or by Paraguay. Meanwhile, USA cross on the left side, trying to find Timothy Weah. He gets there on the left. Heavy first touch, though. Taken off by O's. Goes right back to Trusty, though. They'll work in the midfield. Now the play is blown dead. Might have been offside. Yeah, wash your hands. Exactly, yeah. Other teams resting players. Mexico rested a few yesterday. Mexico rested a few. Germany, they didn't really rest for some reason. Argentina could rest. Edge of the box right side for the Aussies. Back to the top it goes. O'Neal gives it off right side. Trying to get around his man. Back to the top of the box. Good ball to the top. Chance for a one-time shot. Right at the keeper. Heel makes the save on the one-time shot from Boss. Easy save there for Heel. Probably ranting his face. This game ain't nothing. Yeah. Your B team is not good. We knew that going in. Mr. Bearholder, at least he won. That's the whole reason we fired him, was he didn't win. We got grouped in Copa America on our home soil. I remember watching that on a cruise. That was not fun. My sister's fiance was livid about that result, and so was I. I remember watching it on the cruise. Oh my God, that was brutal. Turkey on the left side in the attacking third. Cleared by Mark McKenzie. Back to Turkey, edge of the box, on the left side. So Australia working out the back. Gouler for Turkey. Plays it left side. Yeah, people can play about... Yeah, no. Because everyone else is doing it. It's not going to be Rust. No, it's only a week. It's not Rust. O's. Overlapping run right side, Celik. Celik cross into the box. Headed away by the USA. Back to the top though for Turkey. Damage not done yet. Here's John. Here's John switching the play left side. As Australia edge of the box right side. Into the box it goes. Back to the top. And a good clearance there from Kubas. The top of the box. 10 USA. What? It's not 10 USA. Now Paraguay down the left side here in the attacking third. And Cio taking off the ball. Throwing for Paraguay. And get it long if they want Shirkati with that one. And momentum's more important. No, what's most important is not having a guy get suspended for the next match. I've known that for 80 years. Yep. Again, the thing you have to remember is that if you get a yellow card, you get suspended. Yeah, first remember they got grouped, which is, I mean, not like too surprising because Copa America always is usually 10 teams, so 8 advance. So it doesn't take much to get out of the group. Just have to show up. 16 teams is a bit different, but still. Yeah, remember, a lot of the USA guys, half the lineup is on a yellow card. You get a yellow, you're suspended. If you get a second yellow card, you're suspended for the next match. Yellow's reset it for the group stage. But half the lineup for the USA is on a yellow. So you get a yellow, you're suspended. So there's no reason to play anyone that's at risk of that. Like Balogun, Anthony Robinson, Richards. I mean, all these guys on yellows. No reason to play them. Left side, Trusty. Gives it off to Weah. Back to midfield it goes. USA work on the back here. Throwing for Australia on the attacking third on the right side. Yeah, Turkey looks impressive right now on the attacking third, yeah. It's not really like depressing, I would say, but they're getting inside easily. But again, these are the backups. This is nothing to be concerned about. This is literally like a preseason game. It's literally like me watching a preseason game for the Jaguars with the backups in. Like the third preseason game. First one, a little bit different, like if the starters are playing, but when the backups are in, it's like, okay, it's a little bit different. But we know we don't have a lot of depth. But we knew that going in. This game is teaching me nothing about the USA that I didn't know already. Having watched every USA game, this is not teaching me anything new. But a ball down the left side for the USA. Good ball in for Weah. Weah tries to cross in, and it's saved by Checker. It's a good through ball down the left side, across midfield. Turkey looks to go quickly down the right side here as Australia working out the back. Turkey on the right side. Gouler win a free kick at midfield on the right. Cards get reset. So the cards get reset after group play, but the suspension does not. So if you get a second yellow in group play, you are suspended for the next match. It doesn't reset. It resets after group play. The suspensions do not reset. The suspensions don't reset at all. Right? It resets, but the suspensions do not. Paraguay work on the back here. On the left side for Paraguay, long ball to midfield. Plays for the yellow right now. Yeah, Berhalter, yeah, but he got a yellow. That's a little bit different. He's a backup too. Will harm momentum if we lose Turkey? No, not at all. Again, none of these guys are playing. Second yellow automatic ready? Yeah. Yes, it is. Like, you got to finish the rest of the match. But if you get 2 yellows in a match, it's a red card, yes. But if you mean a second yellow for accumulation, no, you got to stay on for the rest of the match. But yeah, right, 2 in the same game. Yep. 2 yellows is a red for the same game. Non-group stage. Meanwhile, free kick for Turkey. They'll win a corner out of it. Bardakcha forces the corner off the volley. On the right side, healing injury, Turkey. So we don't have to cash out. Okay, don't cash out. Paraguay at midfield on the left side, 40th minute here in both matches. Played on the left side, run down the left. Out of bounds, Paraguay ball, throwing. Corner for Turkey on the right side. We're at a second yellow in group play, you get suspended. But you get to finish the rest of the match. They'll go short off the corner to the top of the box. Try to play a run down the right side, easily blocked by the USA. And USA want to throw. Good block there by Aronson. Read it all the way. Paraguay. Midfield, they'll switch to play Celik. Back into his own half. Or excuse me, Velázquez. Back into his own half on the left side. Taking off the ball by Australia at midfield. Trying to play to Iracunda. Not a great pass. It's deflected. Australia have to work on the back instead off the deflection. They'll play a long ball down the left side from their center back. That is way too much on that one. Going to go well out of play. Trying to play Bajic down the left side. You know exactly, Sports Talk. Yeah. And again, this means nothing. It's like, do they have momentum after losing a preseason match? USA down the right side here. Has an overlap on the right if he wants. Play the overlap on the right side. Cross in. Takes a deflection. Corner kick. I will say USA's been very good off these set pieces today. Blocked by Almala. Scally wins a corner off the cross. It's a great overlapping run down the right side. USA's come close. We got a goal early on a set piece. So go for a cross here, looking to find the head of Reyna. Cleared by Turkey. They look to go on a counterattack. Through ball up the middle of the pitch. It's a poor ball, though. Too much pace on that one. Looking for Yilmaz. Goes right back to the keeper for the USA, Turner. It's Paraguay. Trying to play a ball down the left side. Cleared away back to Paraguay in the attacking third. Who have winning before it started? I had France. I had France from day one. That was always my pick. I'm sticking with it. Midfield here for Paraguay. Alderete switching the play right side. Velázquez. Red's multi-match. Though for World Cup, it's only one. For World Cup, it's only one. Like, Almiron's only one game match. Satoli got a red too, and he was back game 3. Most leagues, it is. Crossover Paraguay down the left side. They'll keep it in play here on the left. Avalos. It's Turkey in the attacking third. Edge of the box left side. Looking for a ball in. Trying to get around Miles Robinson. And will go behind for a corner. Deflected by Robinson. The USA France. Yep. Extra late OT? Probably not. No. Not for this, because I gotta get everything right for the next day of streams. We'll go back to normal schedule once we hit Sunday. We should be back to normal on Sunday. Paraguay work on the back. It's a 1-2 down the left side. Poor ball though to the center of the pitch off the 1-2. Miscommunication. Australia go back to their keeper here. They're going right to left. Beach will boot it to midfield. Turkey corner on the left side. This game, USA game is in Los Angeles. Corner here cleared away once again by Robinson. Can keep it in play. Can goes right back to Turkey. They'll fake the shot now. Free kick 1. Foul in the box. USA wins a free kick in their own box. The Paraguay game is in San Francisco. The USA game is in Los Angeles. Paraguay. Ball down the right side by Casas. Too much on it. Goes right back to Australia. Not much in this one so far in the Aussie game. Harrington. It's been a lot of long balls going absolutely nowhere. Yeah, French always going to be fun. That'll be a fun one tomorrow. Foul on Paraguay. On the back pass to Harrington. Have you seen NFL teams rest their players last week lose momentum? No. Nope. I have not. Saints rest for their guys week 17. Won the Super Bowl. No, there's no such thing. Colts rest for their guys. They made the Super Bowl that year. Left side here, Wayo. You're saying choked again? No, this isn't a choke. Again, they have nothing to play for, Detroit. This game means nothing. That's why I'm not panicking. This game, they play all the backups, Detroit. We've clinched the group. We have nothing to play for. It's all the backups. Like, literally none of these guys, except McKinney, are going to be playing, in all likelihood, on Wednesday against Bosnia. Shot here from the top of the box. USA saved. Great save there by Checker. Diving to the left side. So this is not a choke. This is what I expected. USA keeps in the attacking half. McKinney. Now they'll pull the play back for a free kick. It's a late pullback. Like it's stoppage time in both games. I figure 3 minutes in the USA game. I figure about 5 in Paraguay due to the injury. You know, this means nothing to Detroit. It's like a preseason game. So don't worry. This is not a knockout game. This is pretty much a preseason game. Word on stoppage time here. 6 minutes in the Aussie game. Free kick for the USA as Australia working up the back. On the left side, yeah, never mind. Yeah, these are backups. Yeah, these guys are not playing on Wednesday. 6 minutes. Wow, 6 minutes of the USA game. I didn't see any stoppages outside the hydration break. A lot of added time. Flick behind for a corner. Off the cross in from Bearholter. They'll get a shove in the back. So free kick as Bardakcha was shoved from behind by McKinney. Trying to clear it on the header. So free kick for Turkey instead. I got your sword stuck. Can't like mute it, but. Right, yeah, their back is for light user head. Yeah, we knew that going in though. But the USA has now played 21 of 23 possible players in this World Cup. Australia, good 1-2 down the right side in the attacking third. Has an overlap on the right if he wants. We'll play the overlap. Not a great ball, but a good cutback inside. The shot saved. Heel with the save on the shot from the edge of the box on the right side. It's a good play to switch down the right. Australia take the throw and quickly in the attacking third on the left side. Cross in, blocked, corner. Bajic wins the corner on the left side for the Aussies. Yeah, Bosnia, look, if we play our game, we can play with anyone. Every opponent's going to be tough at this point. We play our game, we can play with anyone. Well, Turkey crosses into the box, chested back by Scally, back to the keeper, Turner. USA will go quickly down the right side. It's actually a throw for Australia. It did not go behind for a corner. It's going to go behind for a throw. Cross in, that's well out of play. Bajic, ambitious on the half volley. Appreciate you, Red Rhino. Yep, it's Anthony Robinson. Love it. And North Korea would not allow this. No. This question of the depth, yeah, but we always knew that. We knew their depth sucked. Like, I'm learning nothing that I didn't know already. We knew the USA depth sucked. Edge of the box, Reyna on the right side. Reyna plays a run down the right side. Dispossessed, gets it back, though. Reyna trying to get a cross in on Radaksha. Wins a corner kick out of it. Good run there by Reyna. Taking off the ball by Radaksha. Corner. It has sports dog. Yep. We've all realized it, too. Australia attacking third. Edge of the box, right side. Cross in for the Aussies. Header over the bar. On the right side, the header for Irvine. Harmlessly over the bar. USA set piece. Corner on the right side. The corner kick into the 6. Header over the bar. It's a good set piece. Trusty just going to keep the header down. Back close to a second. Turner is the backup. Yeah, Freeze is the keeper. Turner is the backup. Yeah, Turner's the backup. Yeah, head-to-head. I know they're going to change it. They're going to change it. USA at midfield, trying on the turn, dispossessed. Turkey get it back at midfield on the right side. Play ball down the right. Australia has in their own half. They'll take a throw in down the left side. Cross in by Turkey. A lot on that one. Easily saved, though, by Turner. As O's try to get that cross in to the left side. Turner holds it in his box. Australia, ball down the right side, blocked. Out of play, Australia throw. Should ban for the cup for 40 years. You know, one Red Moon team has to win. Or do something. It's a good through ball down the left side. Way a heavy first touch, though. It's quite a poor first touch. It was a great switch to Way down the left side. Flag was up for offside, but still, that first touch was quite poor. It's a great play, though, from center half. Now, Australia, left side, the header flicked back by Cases and cleared by Paraguay. Valajes clears it, cross midfield, and Paraguay wins a free kick after Avalos was taken down, trying to win that header. They score all cash, all right. Australia get it right back, though, on the right side here. The midfield circle, O'Neal. Switching the play left side. Metcalf, back in his own half. Sutar, Cherkati. Ball down the right side for the Aussies. Paraguay lets it go out of play, throwing. Taking the throw in his own half for Paraguay, Maidana. Maidana on the throw. No, we know we have no depth, CB. That's why, I knew going in we have no depth. There's, no reason for me to be worked up about something where we have no depth. Why start the backup? Freeze is better with his feet. Pressure was France versus Argentina. You know, FIFA, yeah. I mean, they had to know something like this was possible. USA at the midfield. Play it left side here for Reyna. Reyna back in his own half for Trusty. So Australia played out the back as well. Midfield here, left side, Bearhalter. Bearhalter in the midfield circle will switch to play right side. Goes for Miles Robinson. Long ball down the right side for the USA. It's a good through ball. It's going to stay in play. Chance to get a cross potentially for Aronson. Aronson in the right corner. Trying to get around Mardaksha. Feeds its man the right edge of the box. Cut back inside. Cross into the left side. Head away. Back to Reyna on the left side. Is there time for an attack? Australia just played out the back. This will take us to the halftime break in the Aussie match. And we're at the halftime break in the USA match as well. USA play Bosnia. We had to see a chance with depth players. Yep. Australia, one last chance into the box right side. Will fire across into the left side. Paraguay heads it away, and that will take us to the halftime break there. You know, it's not, yeah. No, we know that's sports talk. That's one of those, like, it'll be nice. It'll be nice, but we know. We know on that. All right, we go to the halftime break. I'll take a break as well. Turkey up 2-1 against the USA backup. Still going to get anything out of this World Cup. Paraguay, Australia still tied at 0. As things stand, Paraguay and Australia both advancing into the next round. See you guys in 15 minutes for the second half. We're going to start the second half in just a little bit. Brought to you by Prize Picks. Use my code HMA. Play $5, get 50 instantly. USA down 2-1 with the backups. Obviously, the big question for the USA has nothing to do with the result, but rather, will the USA play Christian Pulisic, who got injured in the first match after a phenomenal first half against Paraguay, was really lively on the ball, got pulled at halftime with an injury, did not play against Australia. He is apparently fit for this match. We'll see if he comes in at any point just to get a bit of a run-in. As for Paraguay, Australia, still no score in that one. Now, Paraguay in a very good position to go through. They're not clinched. They do not clinch a spot yet with the draw. But with 4 points, you're in a very good spot. Barring anything crazy, you will be going through. Australia in with the draw regardless. Sub here for Paraguay as Maidana will come off. And in his place will be Mauricio, number 11. First sub here for Paraguay. Going to get back on our way here in just a little bit. Appreciate all you guys being here again for this one. No overtime tonight because I'm going out to the bar after this is done. All right, let's get the second half started. Paraguay this time going right to left. Australia left to right. USA going left to right. Turkey right to left. Turkey with 2 goals in the first half after not scoring a single goal in the first 2 matches, including the second half against Paraguay when they were up a man for the whole 45 minutes. Back on our way in both matches, and here we go. Oh, too late on that one, Blue. How's it going, Amphibia? Appreciate you being here, man. How's it going? Yeah, pointless game, yep. Pointless game here. And as things stand, Australia is going through. Paraguay not clinching yet because minus 2 goal difference with 4 points. They'd still be the 4th team, but in a very good spot, barring anything crazy, to go through. 99% chance Paraguay goes through with the draw. Australia going left to right. They'll work it out the back here. Australia on the right side. Cercati has Volpato on the right if he wants. We head across the field now. Plays it to Volpato. Volpato taken off the ball there by Paraguay. On the left side. Meanwhile, USA chance to in the attacking third. Edge of the box, left side. Looking for a ball and trying to get around Celik. Cross in. Cleared away by Jurstrom. Chance there down that left side for the USA. They'll keep it in the attacking third. Good job there winning that challenge. Reina, edge of the box, plays it left side. Goes for Weah. They now have a good first half. He'll win a throw in here off that deflection from Oz. Listen hard. USA plays it out the back at midfield. They look to switch to play the right side. Goes to Mark McKenzie. Meanwhile, yellow card here for a challenge by Australia. The challenge there by Irvine. So Paraguay wins a free kick at midfield as a result on the left side. USA through ball down the left side. It's a heavy ball. Chance to get there. Cannot get there in time. Weah cannot get there in time, but he will want to throw it on the left side. Paraguay free kick deflected out of bounds. Paraguay wins a throw in the attacking third on the right side. USA edge of the box left side. Through ball down the left side. Looking to get a cross in. The cross blocked behind for a corner. Aronson wins a corner after it was blocked from behind by Celik. Meanwhile, Paraguay throw on the right side. The plate edge of the box on the right side. Looking for a cross in, not there. Go back to the edge of the box, right side. Cross in, easily cleared away for Australia. But only as far as the top of the box, and then that shot goes well over the bar for Paraguay. Kubas, well over the bar. USA short off the corner. They'll go to the far post now. Headed away. Back to the top of the box, though. Chance here. If they can find some space, that one takes a deflection. Punched away. The shot from Reina took a deflection. And punched away, out for a throw-in. USA on the left side. Bosnia gets suspension. I don't believe they did. So a goal kick here, meanwhile, for Paraguay. Thrown into the box. Off the half volley, can't get the put back. What a goal! Oh my God! Oh, the side name for a second. What a goal on the half volley. Berhalter levels it for the USA. What a goal! Oh my goodness, Berhalter! A firecracker from the top of the box. Berhalter! What a goal! Turkey unable to clear their lines and the USA equalizes. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me, Berhalter? Off the long throw cleared by Turkey for the moment. back to the top of the box, and Berhalter one time was like, I'm going to let this rip. One time off the volley. Jermaine Jones 2014-esque against Portugal, if you remember that goal. Near post, tucked it in with Checker, and we're all tied up. What a goal from Berhalter. You wonder if Berhalter comes out, he's on a yellow card, don't want to risk being suspended. But USA equalizes. Want to start out the halftime break 4 minutes in, and Berhalter immediately picking up the ball, saying, we want another one. A great start for Team USA out of the halftime break. Now Australia at midfield. Down the right side here, trying to play it boss. Goes back to midfield. Irvine plays it across the midfield circle. Poor pass back to Paraguay. Paraguay counterattack here. Paraguay in the attacking third. They'll try a shot from the top. That one saved. The shot there from Mauricio off the bench. About 30 yards out on target, but right at Beach. Now Turkey try through ball to the center of the pitch inside the 6. Cleared away by Turner. Haven't took the lead yet. Nope. O's gives off right side at midfield. Meanwhile, Australia work on the back here. Australia out the back. Turkey out the back as well. Australia going left to right. Paraguay right to left. Irvine plays it back left side. Meanwhile, Turkey long through ball down the left side. Way too much on that one. USA wins a throw-in. Way too much. Now I'm looking for Yieldies. Scally's played well. Scally has definitely guarded that flank very, very well. He has been the one that is really impressing me so far. USA work on the back here. Mark McKenzie gives it off left side. I want to throw in off the deflection. USA throw on the left side. Trusty to take. Throw in down the side. Headed by Turkey. Back to the USA though. Kenny gives it off on the left side on the flick on the header. Looking to play Pepe. Cleared by Turkey. Back to the USA midfield though. It's a poor header though. Back to midfield. And Turkey get back. Meanwhile, Australia in the attacking third. Right side. Volpato. Irvine goes right side. Boss. Back to Volpato. Volpato plays it on the right side for Irvine. Cross in from Irvine. No one there inside the box. Stays with Australia, though, left side for Metcalf. Metcalf in the attacking third on the left side. Metcalf. Long ball in. Header won by Paraguay. Gomez wins the header. Paraguay looks to clear, and they'll be able to do so. Trying to switch the players, Paraguay. Meanwhile, ball in for Pepe. Too much on it. Goes right back to Checker. Paraguay now working out the back. And not much to this Paraguay-Australia match. Just 0.26 expected goals for Australia, 0.12 for Paraguay. Turkey on the counterattack. They'll play it down the right side. Won nicely there by Trusty. Was not the best ball. Just looking on the right side for O's. It's not the best ball, and Trusty, without even looking, was able to clear that one out. Turkey played back in midfield. Paraguay midfield on the left side. Paraguay midfield left side. Diego Gomez. It was back for Mauricio. Back to Diego Gomez on the left side. You can run out the beers inside the stadium, yeah. And what about that? Kubas. Park the bus? No, don't park the bus. No, why park the bus? It's still tied. Well, USA down the left side. Weah trying to spin around his man. Flag was up for offside. Another poorly timed run by Weah. It's a few times he's been called offside. Right off the free kick, too. Actually, I don't know if he was offside on that one. I don't know if he was offside on that, necessarily. Australia work on the back, as does Turkey off the free kick. Turkey left side, their own half, Almana. Meanwhile, Paraguay in the attacking third right side. Has a run down the left if he wants. Mauricio back to the top. They'll switch the play right side again. Trying to get a cross into the box right side. Cross into the box, headed away easily there by Harrington. And Australia to start a counterattack. Taking off the ball there nicely by Diego Gomez. No foul. Diego Gomez stops the counterattack, and Paraguay will get it back in midfield. Alderete on the left side. Alderete back into the center of the pitch. Chance for the attacking third. Taken down from behind. Stays on his feet. Strong run there before being finally dispossessed. Was Ncio. Why not? Well, because what do you learn? I mean, you want to see what these guys can do. Parking the bus. I mean, these are the backups. I don't want to park the bus. Again, we've won the group. Why not? Because you've won the group. I want to see what these guys can do. I want to see how expressive they can be on the ball. Why park the bus? Yeah, we've won the group. There's nothing to play for. It'd be different if we were... It'd be different if we couldn't win the group. Or if we had something to play for. Or a tie gets us in. But you might as well let the starters go and play their games and see what you have in them. Corner for Paraguay. That's a short one. Not a great one. Not a lot of high on that one. Australia to go on the counterattack. Good challenge there, though, by Mauricio to stop the attack. Australia wins a throw and off the slide challenge by Mauricio. Well, Turkey threw a ball down the left side. It's won by the USA. Miles Robinson able to win and play it back to Turner. We're going to have 9 as well, yeah. There's no reason to do it. And Doctor, he streamed... yeah, he should. I didn't know he streamed this game. I thought he was only doing the... I thought he was done after doing that. But I guess the Pirates played earlier today, so... Patriot, I appreciate you. Anthony Robinson. Yeah, I think everyone's doing this game. I know Football Nation's doing it. I know Dr. D's doing it. I think everyone's doing it. Which I completely get. It'd be nice if we did more soccer, but... Yeah, USA scored, yep. Yeah, Bearhalter with a great goal at the top of the box. Yeah, I'll take the tie. Yeah, I'll take it. It's going to be very open. This game is going to be very open. Still nothing Paraguay, Australia. If you can find a highlight from that game, let me know, because my God, there's been nothing in this one. Throw in here for Chercati on the right side. It's going to be a long throw for the Aussies trying to get into the box. Chercati. Long throw in. Into the 6. Header flicked on by Paraguay. Back to the top of the box for Australia. Trying to K on the right side. It goes off Boss. And Paraguay gets it back. And midfield, back heel. It's a nice back heel. Clever back heel. And Ncio takes it down. And Ncio cuts back in the middle. He'll try to switch the play right side. It's a great run by Ncio. And Ncio switches it to the right side. Cross in. That one. Did that take a deflection? That just go miles over the bar. It went miles over the bar. And Ncio with a great run. The cross, though, by Cáceres was quite poor. I get you, Detroit. Yeah. I get you. Miles Robinson, meanwhile, at midfield for the USA. Played into the circle. Back to Miles Robinson. Switching the play right side, McKinney. John Strong, I like the one pairing. I do like the one pairing. With Strong and Holding, I really like that pairing. Miles Robinson. Plays on the right side. Run down the flank. Good run there, Mark McKenzie. Has an overlap on the right, plays McKinney. But the flag was up for offside. And this is one of the things where... Oh, Pulisic has his pinning off. Pulisic has the pinning off. Pulisic's coming in. Pulisic's going to come in for the USA. They're going to give him a run. And he did not play the second match. He was injured in the first set of the first match. They will give him a run. Pulisic will come on in a little bit. I'm thinking Weah comes off. Oh, no, I always think that too, CB, yeah. I always, like, when I start out with a new sport, I always am like, I suck at this. I'm always like, I, like, absolutely suck at this. This is no implications. No, it does not. But as we predicted, Weah comes off, and Christian Pulisic comes on. And the idea here, just get his legs warm, give him some action. Coming off the injury. No, he is 100. He is 100. He's a starter. He's 100. Pulisic was injured in match day 1. Didn't play the second match. This is just so he's not playing for the first time in 3 weeks. Right, that was a great one, Connor. Yep. Yeah, Pulisic comes on. You know, look, I sucked at calling hockey at first, but people encouraged me and I kept doing it. And now I'm actually, like, pretty good at it. But I freaking sucked at hockey at first. Oh, my God. You watch the first hockey streams, it's like I've never watched this sport in my life. Even though I have, I just have never called it. Stuff for Australia, meanwhile. Volpato comes off. And Rustic comes on. Oh, no, he's okay. He's okay. They wouldn't play him if he wasn't. Poch wouldn't play him if he wasn't. This is just get his legs warm. Just get his legs warm, get him on the pitch. While Turkey, right side, the edge of the box, they'll go back to midfield on the right side. Interesting decision, yep. Well, 60% of you. First hockey stream, Stanley Cup, we got a Hundo Jack for it. Stanley Cup, it was Panthers-Oilers, I think game 3. Do I cash it? I would cash. If you can make a profit, I cash. If it's not a profit, let it ride. But if you can make a profit, cash it. If you make a profit, I cash. Australia out the back on the left side. Go back to their center back here. Cross in for Turkey, easily saved by Turner. You know, Joe gave the hundo jack, and I was going to go lucky at some point. They don't sub him out for the 80th minute? No, at that point, just put him in the 80th minute. No, they're going to let him go. USA down the left side here. Pulisic gives the ball on the left. Back it goes for Reyna. Reyna, ball in for Pulisic. Pulisic, first touch. The shot out of play. Corner kick it should be. Thought Shelik was the last to touch it. Thought it was, but Pulisic getting in early on. I'm not sure, Connor. I don't think he does other sports. Wanna wait till the 70th? Yeah. I get it, though. I get it. Just let him have some runs. Yeah, Pulisic wins a corner. His first touch, he wins a corner. See the impact that he's made. Corner left side. Yeah, hockey now is like my best sport, but it used to. Because we didn't have hockey in college, so I just sucked at it. Corner left side. Ball into the box. To the far post. Trying to find the head of Trusty. Goes out of play. Not a great corner. Too much pace on that one. Out behind for a Turkey goal kick. Meanwhile, Australia in their own half on the left side. Yeah, we had a lot of extracurriculars. Yep. No profit. Let it ride. Let it ride. Australia on the counterattack. Top of the box. Chance for a shot. That one blocked. Irakunda. Nothing there. Irvine gets it back. They'll play it right side now. Australia. Boss. Right side it goes. Rustic. Back up top for Irvine. Back to Rustic. Into the box right side. Through ball down the right side. Too much on it, but goes right back to Australia. Irvine. One-time pass to the top of the box. Rustic. Good 1-2 with Rustic. Chance here. The shot blocked and saved. Blocked by Kubas. All good Detroit. Yeah, it was a bit of a train wreck. Like 0.5 loss? Yeah, let it ride. Let it ride then. Paraguay will work it out the back here. As Heel will boot it deep down the left side now. Trying to get into the attacking third. Header won by Australia. Back to midfield it goes. Meanwhile, USA work it out the back. They'll go back to Turner here. USA going left to right. Turkey right to left. Pulisic on the pitch for the USA. You figure Bearholter will be the next sub just because he's on a yellow. Good ball to Pulisic. Speaking of the devil, Pulisic, left side. Here's a chance here. Pulisic saved. The putback wide. Oh, Aronson. Gotta hit the target there, Aronson. But the impact by Pulisic, oh my goodness. Pulisic has had a phenomenal World Cup in just half a match. And a chance there. The shot saved. Could have cut it back if we're being harsh. But the shot was great. Aronson has to put that on target. Aronson has to put that on target. Fell right to him. Having a European team in the World Cup in 24 years, that is crazy to think about. But that's true, yeah. That is true, thinking about it. We should have been in Slovakia. I mean, that game was poorly officiated. We came back in that one. That game sucked. Second half, we were dominant. That was not offside. No, Pulisic's not lipping, no. Second half, that was not offside. That was 100% a good goal. Should have won that match in 2010. We didn't lose to a European team in 2018 either. Jeez. Miles Robinson back to midfield. Yaris got to do better than that. Yep. That's right on McDonald's. Got our Wheaties box. Trust to give us off left side as we have a stoppage in the Paraguay-Australia match. Pulisic plays it back at midfield. Yeah, I think Pulisic's ready. It'll take a wild guess to say Pulisic is match fit. He's good for the Bosnia match. Down the right side, Bearholter switches at Scally. Scally looks for a cross in. And the shot! Off the post! Off the post! Chance for a putback! And that one's deflected. Corner kick for the USA. Yeah, way it fell off. Yes, big time. We have a little tip. Appreciate you, Red Better. Yep. Yeah, that's likely. I'm not sure there's going to be a goal in that match. They'll play it short off the corner here. We have a stoppage here as Checker is down off that deflection. But Scally on that cross. The shot there by Pulisic off the crossbar. Tried to chip the keeper. And it goes off the... It was saved and then off the crossbar. Pulisic, 3 touches so far. And he's been so lively. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Pulisic, I think he's ready. I think he's matched fit. Meanwhile, Checker's still down. We'll see if he's good to go. But Checker's still down for Turkey here. So focus on Australia. They're going left to right. Cherkati back into his own half. Sutar. Ball down the right side. Good ball, Boss. Cross in for Boss. No one there. Trying to get a ball in here on the left side is Bajic. Bajic trying to work around Casas on the left side. By the left corner flag here. Trying to get around his man. And still on that left corner flag. Now they call it out of play. Who touched it last? And they're going to say that Bajic touched it last. He's not happy about it, but I think that went out of play. Yeah, I think Pulisic's ready. So goal kick here for Paraguay. Yeah, Bullet brings the fire, yep. Nixon went SV for best team. They shouldn't. They're a great team, but they shouldn't win for best team. But SVs are a joke anyways. The Seahawks should win it. I mean, they were number one. They were the number one seed. If you're the number one seed and you do it all the way, or you can go you go Michigan basketball. I'm fine with that too. Or no, Indiana football. It's got to be Indiana football. They were undefeated. Indiana football's got to do it. Australia down the right side. Heavy challenge there. Dispossessing his man off the ball. But a clean challenge. Now USA corner on the right side. They're back on their way. Checker looks good to go. Bearhalter. Long corner into the box. Header won by the USA, but over the bar. McKinney. They're getting some good balls in, though. These set pieces are not bad for the USA. Getting some good chances and good looks off of them. Now Paraguay on the left side here. And midfield will go back in their own half. Let's go Team USA. Yeah, looking good so far. You know, since Pulisic's come on, they've looked so lively. They've tightened up defensively, too. They have tightened up defensively at the break. But again, these are a lot of guys who've never played with each other before. So there's going to be some miscommunications and mistimings. It's natural. These guys aren't on the training ground together. Left side, cross in for Turkey to the far post. No one there. Almado is a good cross on the overlap run. Yildiz to Almado on the left side. Cleared away by Trusty, though. Now Paraguay in the attacking third left side. Encio. Back up top. Louisville basketball. Switching the play right side up for Paraguay. Velázquez. Back to midfield on the right side. The midfield circle, Diego Gomez. Yeah, fired again, yep. Well, America, there you go. Alderete. Back to the midfield circle, Diego Gomez. Turkey thrown in the attacking third. Alderete tries to get across the top of the box. Irvine intercepts it easily. Iracunda, one-touch pass, and they'll play it out the back. Irvine back to his center back. They'll boot it deep. Again, Australia, if they tie, they get second in the group. Hydration break in the USA match. Yeah, I don't know how I fell off that bad, Zach. It's the crazy thing about. So that ball from Australia goes off out of play. I think it was deflected by Avalos. We'll have a sub here for Paraguay. Speaking of Avalos, that's his last touch of the match. Arce comes on. 3 subs remaining for the Paraguay inside. Well, Pulic, he might go to MLS. He might go to New York City FC. He plays for AC Milan right now. I want him to stay in Europe. I think going to MLS would be very bad for his development. We saw an all-MLS lineup in 2018, and it did not work out. MLS doesn't challenge guys enough, the way Europe does. The difference between the European guys on this team and the MLS guys on this team is shocking. Like, absolutely shocking. Australia, midfield left side. They'll play it back in their own half. Sutar. Back to Sutar. Put a ball when Australia gets to the hydration break. Still not there yet. Next dead ball will be. Cherkati, 1-2 down the right side. Irvine on the feed from Rustic. Heavy ball down the right. Throwing for the Aussies. That will take us to the hydration break. In the 68th minute. Mbappe MLS? I mean, at some point. I think pretty high. Like 15 years from now. The next 10 years? Chance like 1. There's been nothing in this Paraguay match. It's been very disappointing to watch. There's been nothing in this one. USA Turkey, nothing to play for, but it's been lively. Yeah, I don't want Pulisic coming to MLS, no. There used to be a time where I was like, I want these guys coming to MLS. That time is come and gone. Yeah, see many Rapids playing? I'm not sure if there are. I think for the Caribbean players, MLS is a good spot. But for American players, no. You need to be in Europe. Ronaldo MLS? No, he's going to stay in Saudi forever. And then retire. I mean, Saudi Arabia is offering him like crap ton of money. Go to Barcelona as a backup? Yeah. Yeah, no, it is Detroit. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. For bloke of the match award, yeah. He was not good. No team tonight. Nope. Yeah, I want European players to play MLS. Yeah, I want that. I want European players to come here, but I want our guys to go over there. It's funny how that works out. Like, MLS, I think, should go after Latin American players. Yeah, complete 180, yeah. MLS should go after Latin American players. American players hurt their development. Like, the difference is just staggering. It doesn't challenge you enough. I was going to sing a symbol after this, yep. Where our vets came to MLS, and that's what killed us. That's why I'm too scarred for life after that. 1-2, back and away in the USA match. Drag from behind, no foul. Bearhalter trying to play a through ball to the center of the box. And then he'll commit a foul there on Kachu. They rip option 47, yep. Oh, that's misplayed. That's misplayed. Turner's got to get there in time, and he does. Jake with a 5, thanks for streaming. I appreciate you a ton, man. That means a lot to me, man. Love working with you. Love hanging out with you guys. Love working these games, calling in with you guys. I love being able to do this and watch the World Cup for a living. Like, it's awesome. I appreciate you a ton. Appreciate you, man. You guys have been coming in hot with donations today. I appreciate you guys all a ton. Still the hydration break, meanwhile, in the Paraguay match. Neither team deserves a goal. Australia would go through after this. They would not have scored their last 2 matches. Meanwhile, long through ball for the USA on the left side. Slipping is Aronson. Aronson slipped over the ball in the box. They flocked to Saudi, yep. All Cabo Verde needs to do is score 1 goal and they pass, yep. Cabo Verde should be in, barring anything crazy, as long as they draw. Cabo Verde should be in a very good position. Turkey on the counterattack as we're backing away in the Australia match. Throwing on the right side for the Aussies. Australia going left to right. Paraguay right to left. Chircati to take the throw on the right side. Meanwhile, Turkey, edge of the box. Yildiz cuts back inside. Yildiz! Not far off. Yildiz, good finesse on that one. Just wide. Saudi Pro League is Europe's MLS. Yep, exactly. Exactly there. Like, look at Mitrovic. Look at what happened to him after he went to Saudi. Yeah, no, I can't afford... Yeah, 120 per month. Yes, 120 per month. Yep, definitely. Definitely. Australia left side in the attacking third. Plays a through ball down the left side. It's blocked out of play. Back to Australia throwing on the left side. Well, USA win a goal kick. They'll boot it deep. Australia throwing. Iracunda. He can't get there. He's done nothing today. Iracunda dispossessed. Back to Paraguay. They'll play a through ball at the center of the pitch. Trying to switch the play left side. Shove down, but play the advantage. Play on the left side. Galarza. Back in his own half, Alderete. Alderete to the midfield circle. Holds at the midfield circle here. Now plays it left side. Galarza. They pay the rips, yep. Yes. The penalty kicks, counter clock playoffs were best of 3. You were allowed a 4th sub for a goalkeeper. If you want to switch your goalkeeper, you were allowed a 4th extra sub for that. Then Bruce Arena exploited the crap out of that, and they got rid of that rule. Paraguay dispossessed by Irvine. Through ball down the right side, trying to play on Chircati. Paraguay wins the right back, goes back to their keeper here. Well, Turkey down the left side in the attacking half. Yildiz. Thought he ran out of play, and he did. He did not, apparently. Turkey throwing on the left side. With a deflection from the USA. Meanwhile, Paraguay attacking third. Back on the way here, Yildiz. Yildiz, yes, they always do, Tracy. Yep, for the final one, they always do. Yildiz, so they can't rig the matches. Tries to play through ball. In for Enceo. Blocked. Mauricio through for Enceo. Blocked. Back to Enceo, though. Enceo, top of the box. Goes right side, edge of the box. Played on the right side here. Looking for a cross in, not there. Now they'll play a cross in to the top of the box, looking for the head of Arce. Headed back by Australia. Paraguay keeps it though on the left side. Galarza, one-time pass back to midfield. You come over, just don't lose. You've come this far. This is the easy match. Don't lose this one. It's like the USA after beating the Soviets. Like, don't lose to Finland. This is the easy one. Don't lose to Finland. That's what this is. Cabo Verde is like the USA 1980 team. It's like, just, you came this far. You did the hard part already. Just don't lose the easy match. Quote unquote, easy on paper. Goal kick here, meanwhile, for Beach, for Australia. And there's been nothing in this match. USA, meanwhile, in the attacking half. On the left side, Pulisic cuts inside. Pulisic, great ball after cutting inside. Aronson trying to switch the play right side. It's a good switch. Chance for the USA. Heavy first touch, but gets it right back. Scally ball down the right. Trying to play a 1-2 back to Scally. Scally edge of the box. Cross into the 6. Cleared away by Turkey. But a great run by Pulisic to start that. Pulisic is clearly the best man on the pitch. You see the impact he provides. So lively on the ball. Everything's positive. Everything's with a purpose. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to love to have him back for the round of 32. I'm really pleased by this result just because Pulisic's playing out of his mind. Like, no one's gotten hurt. No one's suspended. Pulisic's playing out of his mind. I'm pleased with this result right now. We look better second half. Turkey's got nothing in the second half. The right side, McKinney. Ball down the right side looking for Scally. Scally cleared behind for a corner. Bardakcha clears it behind. Scally did well to chase that one down. You know, he doesn't have the size. No, Yildiz not the size to do it. He doesn't have the size whatsoever. Corner for Berhalter on the right flag. He's got an assist to his name. You figure he's got to be a sub at some point. He will not be. They're going to take Reina off. And they will put on Dest. Okay, they're bringing one of the starters. Okay, so one of the starters is coming on the pitch. Sergio Dest enters the match. Zendejas and Freeman are coming on as well. Whoa. Whoa, okay, I'm not crazy about this. Aronson comes off. Okay, I'm not crazy about this. This is a little bit nervy. Not going to lie, Scally comes off. They're bringing on some starters. Aronson, Reina off. Zendejas, Dest, Freeman on. Okay. Goes short off the corner. Zendejas I'm fine with. But the other, ooh. Okay, so Freeman the shot! Wide. Pulisic wide at the top of the box. Okay, this is a little bit nervy, not going to lie. Might have spoken too soon. Might have spoken a little bit too soon. D-backs series run versus World Series champs. Why would you guys not play the game like that? I don't get it. Why would you guys not listen to the weatherman? You had a free win today. The D-backs had no bullpen because they used it all yesterday because Bratt played only 3 innings. You used it yesterday. Zach Allen's got the worst ERA. Why would you just not listen to the weatherman to move the game up? I don't get it. Appreciate you, Free the Pants. Appreciate you, man. Diego Gomez, meanwhile, gets a yellow card for Paraguay. That's a big one. He's suspended for the next match. If Paraguay makes it, they'll be without Gomez. So Paraguay will be without Gomez for the next match if they do advance. Appreciate you, Free the Pants. Yeah. USA better off defeating Turkey now or Bosnia around 32. Given the narrative, it's always loose at FIFA. Or UEFA. Por qué no los dos? Por qué no los dos? Turkey, right side, Yilmaz. Yilmaz trying to turn around his man, trying to turn around Mark McKenzie. At least later in the game, yeah, they can get their minutes at least, but not crazy about it. Cleared away by the USA. Back to Turkey at midfield. There's Australia working out the back. Should have brought Arvson? Yes. I would have brought Arvson or Haji Wright. Would have fine bringing on Wright for Pepe. I would have fine bringing on him. Pepe hasn't done much today. I would have fine bringing on Wright. See what he can do. The Wright's on a yellow. Wait, no, Wright's on a yellow. Never mind. Wright's on a yellow. Right, he got a yellow the first match, if I'm not mistaken. Australia, ball down the right side. Irvine. Good ball down the right in the attacking third. Chance here for a run, but Boss dispossessed. Good sliding challenge there. Turkey start a counterattack down the right side. Pulisic a weapon, yep, easily. Cross to the box. Left side, been eliminated. They're just scoring goals now, yep. Just scoring goals now. Well, to be fair, the USA defense has not been... They're not a strong defense with the backups. Like, Miles Robinson sucks. Miles Robinson is really bad. Anyone can score on Miles Robinson. Probably about 20 or 10 center backs that the USA did not bring into camp that they could have over Robinson. Australia in the attacking third. Ball goes out of play. Poor ball there by Turkiye down the right side. And Paraguay get it back on a throw-in in their defensive half. Australia, if they advance, look, if they advance, good for them, but no goals the final 2 matches. And both goals against Turkey came off counterattacks. Really have not offered much prowess up top. Yeah, Gomez go yellow on suspension here. Interesting subs for the USA, yep. Turkey, edge of the box, left side. 80th minute here in both matches. Back to the top it goes. Amala. Amala looks to switch play back to the left side. He does for Bardakcia. Bardakcia, edge of the box, left side. Gouler. Gouler plays a ball. It's blocked. Back to Bardakcia. Out of play. USA wins a throw-in. They'll go quick off the throw. It's a good throw down the right side. Dest tries to get around his man. Dest cannot do so. It's won nicely by Gouler. And Turkey will play it out the back now with Bardakcia. Back to his center back. How's your overtime? We're not doing OT tonight, Toasted. I'm going to karaoke tonight. Yeah, one right for Pepe, yep. Tonight, Toast, we're not doing OT. Tomorrow night we'll do it, though. Oh, right does have a yellow? Oh, my bad on that. Oh, yeah, that was Balaguer who had a yellow. I knew one of our strikers did. The right side, Turkey, back up top it goes. Chance here, the shot well over the bar. Kachu is looking for a second. Well over the bar. Yeah, USA, yeah, I'm impressed with them, Toasted. Pulisic looks lively since coming in. The defense is tightened up again. These are the backups. No one's gotten hurt. Berhalter's on a yellow. I take him off next. Bring on one final sub. Get Berhalter off. But I'm pleased. I'm pleased right now. Very pleased. I'm more than okay with this going into the Bosnia match on Wednesday. Paraguay, meanwhile, in the attacking half. Alderete switching the play left side. So 1-2. Back to Theo Gomez. To midfield on the left side, looking for some space on the left. Can Paraguay get a ball in? Ball into the top of the box. Header won by Australia. Back to the top and then cleared away by Irvine. Irvine wants a foul, not going to get. Paraguay gets it back in midfield on the right side. I mean, they took it seriously. Just remember, these guys don't have chemistry with each other. These guys don't have chemistry at all. So there were a lot of miscommunications out the back. Those have been tightened up because you get a feel for the game. But they've always taken it seriously. These guys want to prove themselves. And Cio fakes the cross. Nice cut back inside the shot here, trying to get around Rustic. It's blocked. Back to Enceo on top of the box. The shot. Near post. Wide. Right, could be Belgium, Egypt, Iran, or New Zealand. Can you imagine Australia, New Zealand? You know, I want that. Australia, New Zealand. Screw it. I want that. Yeah, too generous. Yeah, that send-off was embarrassing. The send-off was embarrassing. Closing down the roads and doing that, like, 1,000-car motorcade. That was embarrassing. USA top of the box. Chance here for some space. Cuts back inside McKinney. Thought he should have let it fly instead. He took his time. Now Turkey looking to go on the counterattack. Turkey give it off left side across midfield. Trying to chase it down. Cutting back inside there for Turkey's Yildiz. Yildiz and throwing off the ball. Back to Turkey though. Top of the box. Chance here to play it on the right side. Cuts back inside. Top of the box. Another cutback ankle breaker there by Gouler. Plays it right side. Good ball. But Yilmaz. Too wide for him. Oh, it was so well worked. Here's John. Just too wide for Yilmaz. Still with Turkey though. Crosses the far post. Headed away by Miles Robinson. Back to Turkey though. Flicking on behind. Cleared away by Robinson. Why is Berhalter still on? I'm not sure. You know, Bosnia would be Bosnia is like in the 80s with the rankings, so. I mean, look, we played well against Germany. The naysayers are going to say what they want. Cross in for Turkey. Not a lot of height on that one. Gouler poorly worked, and now the USA get out the back. How's it going, Ricey? How's it going? Yeah, they were too comfortable. Yep. So there's a difference between wanting them to be treated well and then being too comfortable, where they always feel like they've accomplished everything. There's still work to be done. When you treat it like a vacation, this is what you're going to get. Yildiz comes off, meanwhile. Double sub for the Turks in the 84th minute. Sub for Paraguay and Australia coming up as well. For Turkey, it will be number 4 in the back. Soyeonju comes on. And Shelik out. Yildiz out. Soyeonju and obviously number 26, Chanazun, enters the match. Can't lose the match? Oh, I mean, it would suck to lose, but again, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, USA run, can you imagine? Oh, man. Subs here for the Australians, meanwhile. Again, a lot of subs at once, so bear with me here. Yeah, 2 subs for the Aussies. Okon Angster comes on. Irakunda, who did nothing today up top. Completely lifeless up top. He was so good off the bench against Turkey. Nothing up top. Yangi comes on for the Aussies as well. And coming off alongside Irakunda is Irvine, who's on a yellow card. So they'll have 3 subs remaining. And then Paraguay making a sub as well. They'll have 2 remaining. For Paraguay, coming onto the pitch, it's number 13, Canale. He will replace Adarete. While Turkey in the attacking third. Top of the box, I'll switch to play right side. Good ball down the right side edge of the box. Wait, 12 years, yeah, it's been a bit. Yeah, disappointing performance. I thought the Turks would make it. I thought the USA and Turkey would be the top 2 teams in the group. I am disappointed by Turkey. Sub for the USA, 1 final sub. McKinney comes off. Tillman comes on. So Berhalter on a yellow will stay on. I'm not crazy about this. 1 final sub for the Americans. McKinney, one of the few starters who was playing today in the starting lineup. Belgium has they have no teeth up front. Belgium has no attack whatsoever. Like, the golden generation is gone. Paraguay work at the back here, 86 men. Turkey in the attacking third on the right side, deflected out of play. Turkey throwing. On the right side here for O's. O's crossing the box, deflected back to the USA. They'll play a ball to the left side. Chance here for the USA on the counterattack. Pulisic gives it off left side. Pepe. Oh, now working out the back. Still nothing in the Paraguay match. Goal kick here for Beach. For the Aussies again. Not exactly the most inspiring match. Australia, a lot of questions about their attack. It would be enough to get them through. Paraguay, they would not officially clinch a spot. But they'd be awfully, awfully close. Yeah, Turkey, yeah, I mean, that match was a joke against Paraguay. With all the crosses in, like one of these has to go. Like, it was just, it was insanity. 45 minutes against Paraguay, you can't score. Up a man. Pulisic, left side. Pulisic, overlapping wherever he wants. Pulisic. Try to take out on himself. Now they blow the flag for offside, wrist flag for offside. Kabak dispossessed him, but Pulisic was miles offside beforehand. I don't know about miles offside, actually. Sub here for the Turks, meanwhile. Looks like it will be the goal scorer, Kachu, comes off. And in his place, number 22, Ion. Ion comes on. Australia working out the back. Yeah, they're Turkey sub. Yep, there you go. Nice time to throw back up. I got to get the new one. I do have to get the new one. I made a pretty big purchase the other day for the college set. Meanwhile, 1-2. Chance here. Strong run. Chance for a shot. Still not taking on the ball. And then finally, Turner comes out. It's a good run there from Yilmaz. Beat trusty to the ball. I think Belgium qualified, but won't be the prettiest. 88th minute here. Turkey. Space here to play a run down the left side, but it's a poor ball. Chanazun, the intended target. Go behind for a goal kick for the USA. I'll put it this way. I made it for the studio for the college games. I might have made like a 4-figure purchase. I might have decided to make a 4-figure purchase because I found a pretty good deal. That'll be a good investment long term. So, I'm going to have to wait on the Titan Summit a little bit. But let's just say we got over 100 new college helmets coming in. You say put Turkey to sleep? Yeah. Strategy shows opponents are weakness? No. Australia down the right side of the attacking third. Rustich gives it off top of the box. Back to the right side. So USA looks to get a cross on the left side. That cross takes a deflection. Cleared by Turkey for a USA throw. Now Australia right side. O'Neal. O'Neal gives it off right side. Trying to cut inside. Good cut inside by Boss. Boss in the box. The shot wide. Boss on the shot. It's wide. That was the moment for the Aussies. He split two. And Boss's shot just wide. Had the power. Had the curl. It's a great job getting around in CO. Look at the purchase. Appreciate you. Pretty much RFK. Pretty much. Long story short, yes. Churchill River Stadium, yes. That. You know, oh no, injured player for the USA. We got to stoppage here. Stoppage here for an injured player. This is the one thing you don't want to have happen. Go to stoppage time in both matches. Yes, foot was stepped on there from O's. Sub here for the Turks, meanwhile. Oh no, they're still tending to him. Oh, crap. Trusty is down. NT, give them a thumbs up for 10 joules. Appreciate you, man. Oh no. 5 minutes of on the Paraguay match. Oh no. Trusty is down. 7 minutes in the USA match. It's going to be more than that. Trusty got cleated. Got his foot stepped on. Oh boy. This was the one thing you didn't want to have happen. Paraguay's going to make a double sub as well in just a little bit. Turkey subs here. O's comes off. Oh, boy. He got stepped on, but he's still being tended to. This is not good. Ilmaz comes off for the Turks, as does O's. So 2 subs for Turkey, 2 for Paraguay coming up as well, with 5 minutes of added time. William Merder coming on. Starter, not a starter, but he's a guy that is usually the first sub on for the defense. He's first sub on for the defense. Irfan Can will come on as well for the Turks. The double sub for Paraguay, meanwhile. So let me just make a note of this. They'll have none remaining. You know, Scally's good. He has been the best defender today. He is up, which is good to see. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. He just got stepped on. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, necessarily. But Adija comes on for Paraguay, meanwhile. As does Alonso. Yeah, there's been nothing in this Paraguay match. It has been maybe the worst match of this World Cup. And I don't say that lightly. As maybe been the worst match of this World Cup. Jacob, goal call for 10 joules. Tracy, man for 1 month now. Appreciate you, Tracy. Appreciate you being Paraguay. Top of the box. Chance for Paraguay. The shot here. Saved by Beach. The best chance came in the 92nd minute. Mauricio at the top of the box. Save. Not a lot of pace on that shot. Saved by Beach. Mauricio, a good look at it. The other match isn't dead, yep. Scally's better defensively going forward, yes. A shot here for the Aussies. Cross in. Trying to find the foot of Yangi. That one right at the keeper. No pace on that. Worst Mexico, South Korea? Yeah. It's up there. Mexico, South Korea was bad, but that was laughably bad. This is just embarrassing bad. Paraguay left side. 2 minutes of added time remaining. And Paraguay is not through with the draw, but they're awfully close. Velázquez gives it off right side back to Velázquez in his own half. Velázquez. I did say I thought both matches would be draws today. I did say both would be draws. in the later slate. But Australia, a lot of questions about their attack. Back-to-back games where the opponent kept a clean sheet. Paraguay at least has the excuse not having Almiron do the red card. Through ball here for Paraguay. Cleared away. Australia to go on the right side. Australia down the right side. Good run by Boss. Boss splits two, goes down, and will win a free kick. Potential last chance here for the Aussies. Yeah, beat it season. Yeah. Get a hands penalty? What do you mean a hands penalty? Like handball? If it's in the box, it's a penalty kick. It's in the box, it's a penalty kick. Could be a yellow or a red, depending on how severe it is, if you intentionally did it. But Australia figure this will be the last attack of the match. Paraguay probably not able to do anything off of this. 30 seconds left. Meanwhile, USA through ball in. Through ball in. Chance here. Blocked. Shot is blocked, and then they'll get a handball on Pepe. So through ball into the center of the box. Pepe's shot was blocked nicely there by Soyunju. Yeah, long few days to round 32. Yep. Well, you got until Sunday. Karaoke? Yep, I'm doing karaoke tonight. Yep. Well, Australia. Paraguay keeper taking it down. He'll boot it deep down the pitch. A disappointing result. Going to play for Australian throw-in. The referee should blow for full time any moment now. Australia wants to make a sub. Daganic, but it's not going to matter. The referee blows for full time. Paraguay is not clinched, but they're awfully close. In Angola, handball, yeah. It's a handball. Nothing in that match. It's quite poor. Quite poor. A waste of everyone's time. No big chances created. Expected goals, 0.25 for Paraguay, 0.58 for Australia. But Australia does go through as a result. They get second in the group. Paraguay, 99% chance of advancing, but not confirmed. But a good chance to advance. Cross it for Turkey, saved by Turner. 1 minute left. Turner. He'll give it out the back. 1 minute remaining. Might be a little bit more because of the Scally injury. But Australia advance. They'll take on second place in Group G. Scotland, they were screwed. I did predict on Twitter, I did say bet Scotland just because. Bet whatever hurts Scotland. Whatever hurts Scotland. Ball on the right side, too heavy for the USA. Turkey win a throw. Are you going on Detroit? No, you're good. You're good. It's a time where everyone's learning. It's all good. USA play out of the back here. Turner gives it off in the back. Trying to clear it down. Goes out of play. Ref's still not blowing for full time yet. They'll take a quick throw on the right side, Turkey will. And the Australian match is final. A lot of questions for the Aussies up top. Just 2 goals, both on the counterattack. No goals in the final 2 matches, but they do enough to go through. It's not the prettiest. Goulier on the right side, working on Pulisic. Goulier, turn around Pulisic. Deflected off Pulisic, throwing it for Goulier on the right side. USA will play Bosnia. They'll take the throw back to Goulier. Goulier trying to get around Pulisic in the right corner. Goulier nutmegs Pulisic. Slide challenge, though. Back to Goulier. Right side, cross to the top of the box. Chance for Turkey. Whips one into the far post. It's flick back. Chance here. Cleared and then in. Turkey with a late winner. Ion off the bench on the cross from Canizun. And Turkey will get 3 points out of this. A late cross in. And Turkey with 3 goals of this World Cup, all in this match. Poorly cleared there by the USA. Should have done better. Far post, unmarked. And you should think Turner should do better there. Went right through his legs. The shot went right through his legs. It was near post. Jonazun. Cross to Ion. Through Turner's legs. Freeman missed the ball. Miles Robinson missed the ball. And the cross, a perfect one. That could be the last kick of the match. And it will be. Turkey wins 3-2. Now, Turner's not a starter. So, Turkey, they're mathematically eliminated. Even with the gold, even if head-to-head was not the first tiebreaker, they would still finish in fourth. A good result for the Turks on what's been a disappointing World Cup. The last kick of the game, shades of the Portugal match in 2014. The USA loses. Again, did not matter. Should never start 9 again. Doesn't mean anything, Jacob. Doesn't mean anything. Pulisic looked good. That's all I care about. Pulisic looked good. No one got injured. Scally was okay at the very end. No one got injured. So, it's all good. Turkey gets 3 points out of it. Paraguay in third. Not in just yet, but more than likely through. Australia in second. It's a wake-up call? Yeah, could be a wake-up call. But either way, again, just the backups for the USA. Disappointing way to end it. Very much a disappointing way to end it, but again, can't be too bothered with the result. Can't be too bothered. Yeah, Stecca's real home field advantage, yes. With the altitude. Though Ecuador has the altitude advantage, too. Ecuador's got the altitude advantage. Yeah, previous World Cup winner lost the group stage game. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. Again, this one meant nothing for the USA. Pulisic looked good. No one got injured. That's all I care about. Turkey gets 3. But 3 goals, 3 points. USA cannot finish with 7, which would have set the record for most points won by the USA in a group. Oh, so let's go out time-wise. There was an injury to Scally. Scally's injury added time on. So when Scally went down, that was in the 90th minute, so they added another minute on. So that's why. They added another minute on because Scally got injured. Again, very few starters played. No one got injured. Pulisic looked great. I have no concerns with that game. Right, there were still subs remaining. And also, they added stoppage time on because Scally got injured. Aussie draw parlay came through. There you go. There you go, Alex. Yeah, that match was pretty poor. Yeah, felt like losing was inevitable. Yeah. But again, it's all good. It's all good. USA already clinched the group. It's basically a preseason game. And the injury double screwed us. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So USA, what I grade this game? I thought the USA-Turkey game was great. I thought that was a B+. For us, I mean, look, the backups played. No one got injured. Pulisic looked good. He got his minutes in. Pulisic looked good. I'm not too worried. Look, the starters are a whole different team. The drop-off between the starters and the backups for this team is drastic. The drop-off between the stars and the backups is so drastic. Again, this does not matter. USA will still play Bosnia. They still have a pretty good path, all things considered. They're going to be back in the Pacific Northwest. Turkey, for a disappointing World Cup, they do walk away on a high note. USA will play on Wednesday against Bosnia in the round of 32. A good draw, all things considered, for them. Yeah, there you go, Matthew. Yep. But it's all good. It's all good. If you're going to lose, do it now. Yep. Get the kinks out. Make some come back down to earth a little bit. Realize they're not as good as I might think. Also, you realize that the backups, who wins for USA Bosnia? I think USA. I think USA. You know what can happen to them? It happens to us. Yeah, exactly. Look, teams have lost group stage matches and been totally fine. And again, we're totally fine. We're totally fine. Again, USA, you learned a lot about the backups today. You learned a lot about the defense in the back. You learned a lot about who can't play, who can't be brought on. You learned a lot about Pulisic, which is good. Pulisic looked very lively on the ball. That's all I cared about. No one got injured. Pulisic looked good. Some players stepped up. It wasn't pretty. But, again, USA, 100% in. They play Bosnia. That's locked in. Set in stone. Paraguay, not yet, but they're close. Haven't clinched a spot, but they're awfully close. -2 goal difference. They need a lot to go wrong. A lot is to go wrong for Paraguay to not make it. They're pretty much in, not official. Argentina lost their opener, and that was against Saudi Arabia. This is way, like, this is not even on the same stratosphere. Again, USA did not play their starters. He was winning one-on-ones with these. Yeah, I'm not worried. Pulisic was winning one-on-ones with these. I'm not worried in the slightest bit. He was playing out of his mind. Yeah, pretty much Detroit. Yep, pretty much. So, again, USA, they'll play Wednesday. Top the group, was clinched. Might be a different result, not taking anything away from Turkey, but it's probably a different result. If the USA had something to play for, they play all their starters. Right, exactly, Badger, yeah. So, in USA play their stars might be a different story, but fine with the outcome again. No one got injured. Pulisic got his minutes in. He looked good. He looks fit. He looks ready. Let's move on to the round of 32. That's all I cared about. USA did what they need to do in group play. They earned the right to do what they did against Turkey today. The USA, by playing the way they did the first two matches, earned the right to do what they did against Turkey. In this game, look, I remember 2014 we allowed a goal at the very end. Yeah, exactly, CB, yeah. We allowed a goal at the very end against Portugal in 2014. I was speechless after that. I was standing speechless at the final kick of the match. This is not like that. This is not like that. Ceiling for the squad, I think quarterfinals. I think quarterfinals are the ceiling. Maybe semis with a good draw. But I think quarterfinals, I think we're in that second tier of teams. I think quarterfinals, yeah, this was the one. If you're going to lose a match, this is the one. Obviously, you want to win every match. But if you're going to lose a quote-unquote friendly. Yeah, just like preseason football. Yeah, move on, flush it, move on. Play the starters next match. We're all good. And no one got hurt. Pulisic got his minutes in. He looked sharp when he played. And again, you know at least if you're Poch not to mess with the lineup. You know that. We knew that going in, too. We knew that the backups were trash. Yeah, everyone forgets the same. Yeah. Look, everyone forgets Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. Everyone forgets that Germany lost or did not win. They drew Ghana. Germany drew Ghana in the group stage of 2014. Everyone forgets that. Yeah, exactly, Detroit. Yep. Again, it happens, and again, this match meant nothing. Look, the Saints in 2009 won the Super Bowl. Nobody remembers they lost week 17 in a game that meant nothing because they had the 1 seed clinched. No one remembers the final 3 weeks of the season. They had the 1 seed clinched. No one remembers that they lost the final 3 games. Again, this match literally meant nothing. There is nothing to take away from this match other than we got out healthy. No one got suspended. Pulisic looked good in his minutes. Oh, Dr. D, oh man, I feel bad because we're going to go to, I'm going to karaoke after this. I'm going to karaoke in like 5 minutes. But appreciate you for the raid, Dr. D. How'd it go? How'd it go? Yeah, we're going to go to karaoke in like 5 minutes. So, hate that Super Bowl? Yep. I did not hate it. As a Jaguar fan, I was very happy to see the Colts lose. Yeah, Germany played their starters. Yeah, Germany, they have some question marks. Who Saints lose to? Yeah, I don't remember. Actually, I think the Bucks. I think it was all the divisional teams. Right, it was US backers that played well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You lick our wounds, move on. Yeah, exactly. This match meant nothing. Meant nothing. Pulisic was great when he was on the ball. No one got hurt. Scally got back up. He just got stomped on. He's okay. No one got suspended. Yeah, there you go, Dr. T. Yeah. No one got suspended. It's all good. Today was, obviously you want to win, but long term, Pulisic got his minutes in, looked match fit. No one got hurt. No one got suspended. That's all you care about. Meant nothing. Not coming that back line. You know, it meant nothing. Yeah, no. All the backups played. That was all the backups. A peak of 130. Oh, nice, Dr. D. I had a peak of 132. It was somewhere around 130. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there were a lot of views for this stream, which is nice. Yeah, glad you're doing it, Dr. D. Still just retired from soccer, just enjoy the World Cup as a fan. Makes sense. Yeah, that's what I do with the Jaguars. I just enjoy it as a fan, or try to enjoy it. Right, US drew against Italy, yeah. That worked out well. No one remembers that. No one remembers that. They might not play Iran, Tracy. It's not set in stone yet. Not set in stone just yet. But again, the back line was all backups. It was all backups on the back line. Miles Robinson is the worst center back in this entire World Cup. We all knew that going in. Miles Robinson is awful. Yeah, not even a wow in that one summer. No one got injured, so got him in the old school way. Yeah. Positive momentum, I don't even know about that. I mean, none of the guys played. None of the guys played. I mean, I'm not concerned. James saying goal call for 10 joules. Appreciate you, man. And I'll put up one final poll. Why not? We'll put one final poll. Plans tomorrow? Yeah, no donuts tonight. Nope. We're doing all the matches tomorrow. I'll put a poll up. Yeah, Weah was bad. Yeah, Weah disappointed me. Weah was really bad. Yeah, again, they're not gonna hold this. They're gonna flush it, move on. Again, a lot of these guys don't have chemistry with each other because they're not on the training ground together because the starting 11's on the training ground. So, again, this was, they didn't plan for this match. I'll put it this way. The USA, Poch spent no time planning for this match at all. You plan for Bosnia. They spent no time planning for this match with Turkey. This was a preseason game. I'm ready for that, Matthew. Yep. When I start freezing Turner, I would have done Turner. Again, no starters. I would not have done that. They've never won, Tracy. Never won. Yeah, no, Australia and swimming we do, but every other sport, no. Every other sport, no, but swimming, absolutely, it's a rivalry. That's American tradition. Yes, it is. Yeah. And again, no, of course not, Christopher. The game meant nothing. The game meant nothing. No one got injured. Pulisic's fine. We clinched the group. We knew that going in. It's all the backups. This is a preseason game. It's basically a preseason game. It meant absolutely nothing. Yeah, Turner's less raw. Yeah, he sucked today. Yeah. Yeah, Turner, I mean, that third goal, he cannot allow that third goal. That was right through his legs. He cannot allow that. No, not panic time. No. Not panic time. Again, we're just not used to this. We're not used to having a third match that means nothing. Usually fighting for our lives in match day 3. The Gang 6 was nice. That was a goal. Yeah, all Belgium was squirming for that one. Yep. I think Freeze is better. Freeze makes better saves. I mean, he doesn't allow the easy ones. Turner allows some easy ones. Freeze, I'm not sure how good he is, but he doesn't allow the gimmies. Turner, there are some things where you expect him to save and he does not. Freeze doesn't allow the gimmies the way Turner does. But I have them, yeah, exactly. Like, I'm calm. As long as the backups, I'm calm. Yeah, they're playing very aggressively. Yeah, very expressive. Yeah, USA, they really had no attack in 2022. It was very much just hold on for dear life, get a lucky bounce. Just hold on for dear life, get a lucky bounce. This was actually a game plan. But again, they had no game plan for this match. They were not spending time focusing on Turkey and scouting Turkey. They were scouting Turkey, different story. Yeah, Turner washed, yeah. Because obviously Turkey, they couldn't get any crosses and they got 3 in today. Or 2 in today, from left to right. So, again, no sign for concern. Right, didn't matter. Again, they did not plan for this game. You plan for the next match in the knockout round. You don't plan for a match that means absolutely nothing. It's a waste of time and energy. It's a waste of time and energy. You don't do it. Again, I trust Poch. Again, it'd be a different story if we were playing for something. It'd be a different story if we were playing for something. Like 2014, match day 3, it looked pretty good that we were going to get in, but it wasn't a guarantee. We played Germany, and we looked like crap in that match. We got no attack, and I was like, okay, I don't know. I'm not sure if we have the teeth up front to compete. This is not like that. My Turkish show with nothing to lose. Yep. Bounced 1,000 times, I would lose my voice. See how Turkey local Albertsons. There you go. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Tom. It's definitely not great to lose it like that at the end. But again, I'm not concerned. I am not concerned. The funniest thing is that everything went wrong for Scotland. The funniest thing is that because of the Australia-Paraguay draw, the easiest bet in the book, just bet on whatever would hurt Scotland. Everything 6 for 6. If you just bet whatever's the worst outcome for Scotland, you would win. Ecuador winning, South Africa winning, drawn on Australia-Paraguay, Sweden not losing, getting a result. Like, just bet whatever is bad for Scotland and you would win. Like, it is a foolproof strategy. Yeah, 2010 was very nervy. Yeah, especially because the second match against Slovakia, I mean, that was a joke that it was called back for offside. Then the first goal, Hercules Gomez, remember that one? But people forget. Yeah, it's US Bosnia. Yep. I'm going New Mexico for football, and I'm going to go basketball. Man. I'm not sure for basketball. Not sure yet for basketball. Not sure yet for basketball. Yeah, if USA wins, I'm going to lose my voice. Yes. Yeah, the game was so much at stake. Yeah, we scout them. Yeah. Well, people forget about the 2010 game, too, Banjo, is that obviously the Donovan goal was great. What people forget is that Hercules Gomez in like the 20th minute was called for offside on a goal that was not offside. It was the second time we got hosed by the refs. The officiating in that World Cup was atrocious. Between that, Ghana time wasting, the England shot that crossed the goal line, but apparently it was not a goal. In Mexico sweep, yeah, I think so. I think they win both, yeah. Yeah, Iceland Euro, I remember that one. I remember that when Iceland pulled off that upset. I remember that. But yeah, again, I'm not concerned in the slightest bit. I'm not concerned. Again, this match, cannot stress enough. I remember that game, yep. It didn't matter in the end, but that was painful. Yeah, Michael Bradley just booted forward. Why go backwards? Better sequel? Ooh, that's tough. I'm going Toy Story 2. I like that one better. And refs in 2010, I mean, that was an atrocious World Cup for the refs. You attribute Slovenia. Yeah, we would have. It wasn't for the, Super Power Tweet Drink Sex. Oh, boo. Boo on that one. Boo. Yeah, they literally had it after 2010, yeah, after goal line when England got hosed. Yeah, we should have won. We would have. We would have won if that goal was allowed. Right, they don't survive the group stage with the Howler yet, but with Green. Yep, without Green's Howler, we don't survive the group stage, no. That was an interesting World Cup. But then again, we survived the group easily if the goal that was called offside was, and it was onside, that goal was called correctly. Why that? I just like it better. I don't even know how to explain. I mean, they're both great movies. I think Toy Story 2, I have just nostalgia for that. Yeah, Michael Bradley, yeah, he, the less said the better about Michael Bradley. The less said the better. You know, they're both great sequels. Yeah, D-backs, yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Christopher. We didn't play today, so the bullpen gets a rest, which is good. Yeah, England gifted that goal. Yeah, Green gifted that goal. That was a weird World Cup. I mean, the Jabalani, remember that ball, the Jabalani ball was criticized a lot because it took unpredictable bounces, and that was one of them. The Jabalani ball was so bad. It looked cool, but the ball sucked. The Jabalani ball took the weirdest bounces in the world, and that was one of them. That was one of them. No, I'm not disappointed, Christopher. Again, this game meant nothing. This game meant nothing. Would have liked to win or get a draw, but again, it meant absolutely nothing. So I'm not even remotely disappointed. Not even remotely. In the slightest bit. Not even remotely disappointed. Yeah, 2010, the worst ball, the worst refs, the worst crowd noise with the vuvuzelas. Yeah, the airport, yep, When She Loved Me, also. Al Strobar, the humor. It would have 4 instead of 5. Yeah, it would be tough, though. Yeah, I have nostalgia for the World Cup, but I can acknowledge it was bad. I can acknowledge 2010 was not a good World Cup, while also acknowledging it was such a great time to be alive. Yeah, 2010 Peak Biscuit, yep. Yeah, Forlan messed with the Jabalani ball, yep. Right, just need to play better, yep. Yep. Yeah, just need to boot it deep on that one. Thank God that meant nothing. I remember exactly where I was on that match day. I remember exactly where I was. Yo2 was great. O2 was great. Yeah, no, like 2010, I can acknowledge, yeah, that World Cup kind of sucked. With the vuvuzelas making it impossible to hear anything, the Jabalani ball, the poor officiating, while also acknowledging, yeah, the branding was incredible. And going back to 2010, I give anything to go back to 2010. I can acknowledge that. Yeah, it was the worst ball, yep. Yeah, it was the worst ball. It's funny what nostalgia does. You forget all the bad stuff. You remember the good stuff. You remember the branding, Waka Waka, waving flag. Yeah, can't believe I have to go work on a Saturday calorie. Yep, that one. Remember the Donovan goal. Also, you forget the bad stuff where it's like, yeah, this was not a great World Cup. Yep, it's winner go home, Christopher. Yep. Winner go home in round of 32. Yep, starting round 32, winner go home. All right, on that note, I think I'm going to sign it off here. Appreciate all you guys a ton. Again, usually I do overtime, but no OT tonight because I'm going to karaoke. Tomorrow we're doing all the games. Again, if you're here from Dr. D's stream, we do 2 games at once. So I call both games at the exact same time. We got all 6 games tomorrow, calling everything. Yeah, pretty much March Madness rules, yep. So I'm calling everything at the same exact time tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Yeah, ESPN, they did a good job in 2010 too. They did a very good job. So tomorrow we're doing all 6 games at the same exact time, 2 at a time. So tomorrow it starts at 3 Eastern time, Norway, France, Senegal, Iraq. We live for both those games. I call both of them. Then 8 o'clock, Cabo Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, Spain. 11 o'clock, New Zealand, Belgium, and Egypt, Iran. Appreciate you guys a ton. JG9 signing off. Australia goes through. Paraguay in a very good spot to go through. USA loses for the first time this World Cup in a meaningless match. Turkey wins 3-2. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another action-packed day of the World Cup.